Hang on. There's no. Hang on. There's no audio coming out. You all can hear me. It looks like they can hear me, but I can. Fucking. Okay, 1 second. I know what it is. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Try now.
Okay, now I'm talking, so hopefully I can be heard.
Yeah, you can be heard now.
And it'll take a couple of seconds before we can get confirmation on that, but I'm just going to keep going. So welcome to the party, everybody. My name is Kevin. I'll be running you through the crazy, crazy world of Rifts, and it looks like we're good. Excellent.
Yay!
All right, so let's have the players go around and introduce themselves. Oh, probably should do sponsors first. Mention our sponsors, the wonderful Tabletop Loot at tabletoploot.com, Rue Inc., Devin Rue, amazing maps, and So Nerdwear, it's what the nerds wear. And yay, sponsors.
Yeah.
I need to stop looking at the
Yay.
overlay before I give myself a headache. Okay. And Roll20 is our fantastic platform of choice that we use. They're great. Okay, so we're going to go around and introduce the players, and then I'll do a quick recap, and then we will get into the massive pile of smog and vampires. All right, starting with Jovra.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Jovra, an Atlantean artifact hunter, and she has a familiar, a little blue dragon named Zarsek.
Yay. All right, Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. I play Iola, the half-fairy wizard thief, and yeah.
All right, and hello.
Hello. My name is Maxine Bachman, also known as That Girl at That Place, and I play the SciTech Eco Traveler.
All right.
Looks like a TV.
And Harkins.
Hey, I'm Throck, and I play Harkins, who is our size slinger, psychic gunslinger with a vampire hunting shark puppy named Wild Bill.
Yay, shark puppy!
Nice. All right, so unfortunately, Evan cannot be with us this week. He normally plays Jericho Jack, but was playing the Terror, a necromancer, allied with the group against vampires. So the group Jack had been bitten twice, and in the world of Rifts, you need to be bitten 3 times before a vampire has complete control over you. In order to prevent this, the group hired the necromancer, the Terror, to ward Jack so that Jack couldn't be controlled by the vampire temporarily, and the vampire, if they wanted Jack, would have to come and get him. The group set up an ambush, and the vampire, who called herself Casey, sent someone in with a radio and then let the group know that Casey wanted them to take down the Red King, a master vampire in Louisiana that Casey wished to have destroyed for her. Now, the group thought very briefly about this and quickly decided that no thank you. And a giant combat started as a bunch of Psy Goblins leaped into the middle of the trap when the group expected vampires. They got Psy Goblins. So a fight ensued. Zarsig was damaged heavily. And let's see. Hello took a good number of hits.
Mm-hmm.
Jack's still strapped to a pole, like a. Is he like?
He's just
I think
tied
he's
up.
just tied up in the middle, but keep thinking he's on a pole. I'm okay with that.
In my brain, he was tied up like you would see in an old movie,
like an old Indian,
not like
Indian
this
movie
kind of movie, but like where he's tied to you're about to burn someone on at the stake kind of pole.
Can we make it canon just because?
Sure.
Yeah.
And there was also Street, who was a dude bro who was holding his own by just punching things.
That's because no one can see him.
And no one can see him because he wears cargo shorts and no shirt and a hat. And shoes, nice shoes. He has nice shoes. He also seemed to light himself on fire, but not in the same way as a burster. So, Harkins was starting to make his way. I actually took a picture of the combat chart, but I don't have my whiteboard with me. That's fine. So,
I was working my way uphill and around too. Yeah, up out of the quarry.
The quarry had been surrounded by fog. The Terror had taken the boned throne that she was sitting in and turned it into an exoskeleton that she then used to start decapitating vampires.
And I know Iola and I are still in the cave with Jack.
That is true, yes. All
Jover,
right.
were you with us in that?
No, Jover was
No.
on the opposite side.
Okay.
Street.
Okay.
Now.
Got to see the Terror with her exoskeleton ridiculousness.
Yes, giant bones, a giant scythe used to just destroy. So, picking up where we left off, do people still have actions? I don't know,
No, I don't.
I have 3 actions remaining.
because yes,
See
you are
my
that guy.
actions.
You are super fast.
I
Yes.
have 2 or 3, I think. Well, I have them on here. I may have forgotten to put them over.
That's fine.
I
But-
have 3 because I didn't do much because I was mostly guarding Jack.
Yeah,
you are
same.
Yeah.
hanging back and protecting
Yeah.
the cave. All right, so Harkins, let's just Jover, you're out, so we'll just go to Harkins. I think there were no more secondaries left. All the side goblins had been dealt with. And there was a brief lull.
There were a couple goblins on me, but I'm happy to say that we dispatched them.
If you use 2 actions, I'll let you dispatch those other goblins.
I used 2 actions to dispatch those other goblins.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
This way I don't have to look up their stats.
Pew pew.
Thank you. Oh, the goblins had summoned magic swords, and so that was dangerous.
Yes.
They
Not
were
hurt my
anymore.
tough,
armor.
but they were holding giant frost swords.
Yes, and it hurt my armor. I was sad.
Like you do.
So there's a quick beat of quiet. Harkins, what are you doing?
We know kind of where she is, so I was moving up around to her.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, you know that she's up top on the edge of the quarry somewhere up there.
Yeah.
But you don't know exactly where.
Yes.
Wild Bill is sniffing the air and seems to be getting a number of different readings.
Come on, you've sniffed her before. Let's go.
All right. So you make your way up, and it's basically a thick fog cloud. It's hard to see more than 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
You know this is a thing vampires can do, is a magic fog cloud.
Yes.
So, yeah. Are you trying to do anything else? I mean,
I'm trying to find her. Like, that is my goal and intent right now is to find her. However I may do that.
I'm trying to think how you would do that, because it's the fog is definitely thick. With 2 C's. That's how thick.
If she
Wow.
becomes like Bog and comes in and bites him a 3rd time when he's not even here.
No, the fog hasn't gone down into the
Okay, good.
thing, and you know that because of the magic circle, she wouldn't be able to
True.
move through it.
True. Good.
Where is your fog effect? Oh, of course, it's every other place. All right, so
Jover's
you're
gonna,
having.
yeah, Jover's going to like contact over comms, be like, Harkins, I can't see you. Where are you?
It's because I'm more than 5 feet away from you in this stuff. I'm heading up to the rim of the...
Yeah, there
place.
is no fog in the quarry itself. It's all around the edge
Oh.
of the quarry.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was in the quarry as well.
no.
No.
I'm heading up to the vampire.
Alone?
I got my puppy with me, but y'all should come up with me, being that that's all pretty much taken care of.
All right, so you get up there and you can hear things moving around in the fog. You hear over to your
Sunlight
left.
pistol out.
Yeah, Bill growls at something over to the left, but he seems to be distracted by a number of things up here. Actually, yeah. he's
Can I get a bad
distracted by-
feeling about this?
You get a bad feeling about this. Go ahead.
N-
You've got a thing
yeah.
that lets you roll a thing, right?
I did not get a success. Okay. Well, I guess I go after the first thing. If there's no way for me to find a direction, I just go after the first thing that
Yeah.
Wild Bill tells me to go after.
All right, so make a. I will roll a die. And make an attack roll.
No. Okay.
I got.
I didn't
2.
know I
Okay.
could shoot right now. All right.
Yep. If you're gonna shoot at the thing that moves, shoot at the thing that moves.
Okay.
All right, you got a 16 with the sun gun. Oh, with the sun gun. Okay, cool. All right, so the sun gun blasts a burst of light through the fog itself. The fog seems to hate this light.
As well it should.
Hmm.
How tall is this thing? Now, you see when you strike it, when you strike whatever moved, you see the thing you hit was at least 15 feet tall. It was a giant clawed monstrosity. Now, you've got vampire training.
Yeah.
You have heard about these things, but have never seen one in person. This is called a demonic vampire familiar. It's a direct extension of the vampire intelligence and very dangerous.
And can only be summoned by a master vampire, is that correct?
Yes.
Cool.
They,
And when you say
they're
it is
humanoid bat things with drool dripping
Yeah.
from its mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And if I do damage to that, do I know I'm also doing damage to that which controlled it?
Do you do damage to that which controls it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I don't think you do. No.
Okay.
But
But I should roll damage.
Go ahead and roll damage because
Boink.
it's not okay.
Trip
666.
sixes, baby.
You did maximum damage.
Yeah.
All right, I will denote that. Now these things are an extension of the vampire intelligence itself, so they
Which
are,
is why I was asking if it did damage to it
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
the sun. Actually, does sunlight do extra damage?
I do not know.
Sun weakens. Okay, so that did a thing. That
All
slowed
right.
it down. Yeah.
There's a big old nasty vampire familiar up here. I would suggest that everyone begin running up to the ridge with me.
Cool, bro, the street says. All right, so that's your turn. You're in the fog at the top of the ridge. Everyone can
Yeah.
see the basic outline of Harkins in the fog. It's very cinematic as you all look up the path and just the outline of the gunslinger. You see a burst of light fly into something that seems extremely big. All right, Zarsig's got one thing left.
Then she's going to fly to Jovra.
Okay. All right. Why did I write Casey? Ah, that's why, because she's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Casey is not doing anything right now. Just enjoying herself.
Of course.
Just taking her time. She laughs and says, "Oh, you always bring it to violence." She didn't have an accent. No, she didn't. You always bring it to violence. You heroes. I guess I just going to leave a few more corpses behind me. Hello, do you have anything left?
I believe I have, like I said, in my box here, I have 3 coins, but I put one aside because I couldn't remember if I used it or not. So I have 2 or 3 moves left.
Yeah, just go with, you know what, let's
Two.
do one to wrap
Okay.
up this one.
Yeah, that works. My size shield is not broken yet.
Good.
Jovra's going to be like, our package still needs to be protected.
I shall stay behind then.
All right, you're just gonna hang there. Cool.
Mhm. Let everybody
The
who can-
goblins are dead. Iola, do you have anything left?
I'm gonna tell Hello to get behind the energy shield I put up and protect Jack. And I'm gonna cast. You're low, right, on armor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Armor of Ithin on her,
Oh, I see.
which gives her 40 MDC.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head out of the cave and try to fly up. But I don't know how. I have 3 actions, so I don't know what you want me to do with all of that.
That sounds good. How high are you flying? Are you flying up towards where Harkins is?
Yes.
All right. Okay, you don't have to do that yet.
Can
Alright,
I is
Nope.
it too much to ask to cast a globe of daylight next to Harkins?
Absolutely permissible.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Kind of above him, so it's not like in his face.
So
Try
it's
to
not.
get.
This is why he wears the wide brim hat.
Yeah.
It's like right above his hat, like on the top of his hat, so it just like
But at
shades
least
over
we
his
can get some
eyes.
light onto that because we know it doesn't like daylight, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You just see Harkins walk out with just his eye, like just over his eyes shaded.
It lists this thing. Okay. All right. The thing about high beams in the fog is kind of the effect you're getting a little bit here. The fog does kind of start to clear in that area that you're lighting, and you definitely are keeping things away from Harkins and yourself. Street moves up, right behind you, but like crouches down in like a sprinter's kind of pose, and he looks like he's looking for something to pounce. Wild Bill. I'm gonna guess Wild Bill just.
He's trying to sniff out Casey.
Yeah. Do you want him to go too far away from you? Is the question.
No, I don't want him to leave my line of sight, but I do want him to try and get the right smell.
Yeah. If you're looking for that one specifically, he starts turning around, looking.
He can
out.
also see auras and
that's
sense
true.
the invisible.
I forgot he could see auras. So the aura thing is pretty dang useful in the fog.
Yeah.
And so he turns around and starts looking completely over the quarry to the other side at the top of the fog. So you're at the top of the hill, and you'd have to go around the rest of the quarry to get to where he is pointing.
Okay.
All right.
I think we know where she is.
Jack makes some noises.
Did we gag
gun.
him or?
Give me a gun.
Yeah. Oh no, we
Yeah.
didn't have a gun.
Jack
Yeah.
keeps asking for a gun. It's still a terrible idea to give him one just in case. All right.
If he gets super, super loud and squirmy, like he's going to squirm out, I will squirt him a little bit with this water from the squirrel. Bad smell.
He's like, I want to fight. Splash.
Yeah.
The terror.
He's gonna come back all soaking wet, no idea why.
The terror takes her wings and flies up a little more, and starts. You see the terror start to cast a spell. All right. And the vampires are out of actions. All right, so we're gonna go to a new round.
Okay.
So everybody, keep your initiatives because why bother? They're all just gonna be very high as well. All right. So I'm trying to think. Am I setting the scene well enough?
I'm getting a good mental picture.
Yeah. Harkins, you're in the fog. You know you're gonna have to run around to the side of this.
Yes, that is what I want to do, by the way.
But there is at least 4 things in the area.
Well, the only way to find him is to find him, so I start running.
Okay. So you're running along
The opposite direction of the chiropteron.
Okay, of the
Yes.
the huge ass thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you're running, you come up. Does the globe of daylight stay with? Well, the globe of daylight can
Stays
only
with
move 30
Harkins,
feet from
yes.
you, right?
Oh, that's fair. But I would say I would want it to stay with Harkins. That would be my plan.
Okay, so we'll say it stays with Harkins. As you run up, you hear a hiss at the edge of it, and Wild Bill starts to pounce on a wild vampire that is up there.
Okay. And I
you
will
can
Go ahead.
clearly see it.
All right. Should I roll for him to attack?
If you'd like, yes.
Poink. Poink. 18.
All right, full moon bite. Does 18 damage to that.
Oh, it'll do 2d6 plus 8.
Okay.
Well, the 18 was to hit.
Yeah, actually, it'll try to dodge, but it's not going to make it. Let's make sure. It rolled a 1. Okay.
16 points of damage.
16 damage for the
HP, yeah.
number 1, 2, other numbers.
And then I'm going to shoot as well.
Okay, make your shots. And remember, if you'd like to take 2 actions, go ahead.
I will be.
Yeah.
But I need to know if I kill this before I keep moving or not.
Yeah.
11.
It's not gonna try to dodge. There's not
Or
much
12
you can do
points of damage.
about it. Okay. Let's see. All right, so you lance into another bolt which sears through part of its flesh, which rots and sizzles, and you can see bone in its chest.
Right. I'm gonna keep running past it,
Okay.
and shoot behind me as I keep moving.
Which is something you as a gunslinger can do without penalty.
Yeah. Another 11,
Shot
damn.
on the run. All right, go ahead and make another
10.
damage roll. 10. All right. You shoot it squarely in the chest a couple of times, and it hisses and it bares its fangs at you, but there's not much it can do while you're in a globe of daylight.
Yeah. That's it for me.
All right. Who's up next? Zarsig can go if you'd like to have her do something.
Well, I haven't been able to cast it on her yet, have I?
No.
Yeah, so I'll have her
Hang.
hang by.
All right. Casey's special forces start to move. Harkins, you see coming into your view someone in body armor. They are completely bald with pointy teeth and pointed ears.
Right.
They're holding a gun and a knife, and it looks like they're coming right for you.
Awesome.
He's gonna attempt to pounce you.
I will attempt to dodge.
That is a 16.
All right.
As
I
this being flies at you, not flies, but jumps at you with
All
a vibro knife bared.
I would like to spend some ISP to use my telekinesis to add some extra to my dodge here.
Okay.
Or parry, however you like.
Whatever works. Parry is free.
All right. Then I will parry.
Yep.
So it'll be a +2. Blink. That'll be a
19.
19.
All right, so you knock this guy away, and you know that this is a Psy Stalker.
Why is there a Sastok? Okay. All right. All right.
He's covered in weird tattoos that
Okay.
seem to be some kind of ritualistic tattoos
Okay.
on his hairless body.
Okay.
All right.
Screw that guy.
Let's see. You've got a globe of daylight.
I
So all
do.
they have to do is aim for the globe of daylight.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Oh, this is what I brought out the GM's guide. Vampires don't care about that guy.
Nobody
'cause
cares about
they're
that
gonna
guy.
They're gonna fire a grenade at you.
All right.
Just need to-
Bring it.
Where's the coalition handbook? I need my
A
coalition
laser
weapons
grenade? Does
because-
it happen to be a laser grenade?
Let's see.
A lazenade?
You know, you'd think that would be a dumb thing, but that does exist.
I know.
Let's see. Grenade launcher holds 12 grenades. You're not gonna tell me what the grenade does? Oh, there we go. Microfusion grenade.
Oh, good. That's exciting.
So this will also hit that Psy Stalker.
Nice. I care more about that.
It crits. They hit right in. You feel something land in your hat and explode.
Ooh, good times.
6d6.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, I can live with that.
All right, 15 damage as
That's
your hat
amazing.
explodes.
That's awesome. My helmet has way more HP than that. Okay.
I mean, I could have doubled it for the crit, but I didn't.
You do what
Psy
you would
Stalker
like to
takes
do.
15.
You do what
I
you
don't
would like
want
to
to blow
do.
your head off with a random grenade. That's not exciting. It has to mean something. But no, so yes, you take 15 straight to the hat, and then the others, you get 2 lasers shot at you, which...
I eat
Oh,
and
actually, I do have to
yeah,
roll for damage
yeah,
points.
yeah.
There's a chance.
yeah. It has to do more than 30 damage.
It's unlikely.
Nope.
All right, so no,
I-
you don't end up taking any damage as 2 laser bursts from what seem to be high-powered pulse rifles.
I flick them off.
Judging
back
by
to
the, judging by the noise they make and the light, you can probably guess that these are coalition rifles, probably scavenged from somewhere.
Dicks.
All right, and one last guy fires at you.
What's your deal? Why you guys got to be so aggressive? Wait,
Well,
because
you're
I
the
was
one
being
that
super
literally
aggressive.
painted a target on yourself.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
to be
I was trying to
fair,
be helpful.
Iola painted the target on me, but I'm fine with it.
Okay. All right, and then you hear the sound of a railgun fire up.
Oh shit!
That sounds about right, yes.
And a natural
explode
one.
in his hand. And explode in his hand.
As an absolute array of bullets just scatters into the ground right all around you. Now, here's the thing, because it's a burst, there's a chance he hits the Psy Stalker, and he fails to hit the Psy Stalker too.
No.
Yay.
Aw.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
He's really bad at that.
Real guns are no bueno.
But yeah, it seems there is some also armed opposition to you here as well.
Yeah.
I just think of winky faces when I think of railguns now. Like, it's just a thing in my head.
I hold my thing. Now is not the time to hold back. They have a grenade launcher and a railgun and a Psy Stalker up here with me. So, whenever you feel like joining, I wouldn't be much obliged.
We're on our way.
Okay, and also, Street is standing right next to Iola. He got up there super fast. He basically leapt from the bottom of the quarry straight up right next to her and landed superhero style before just looking up. And coming out of the fog kind of parts in front of you. And you see what looks to be a bat's face. And the face itself is at least 7 feet big. The wings behind it are at least 15 feet across. As the vampire familiar, which is just the most awful, unnatural thing you've ever seen. So go ahead and roll a save versus horror factor of 16.
Oh, damn.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Now the thing is, that didn't
So-
seem to affect Harkins when he saw it.
Well, no, but that's one of that's not a yardstick. Woo,
Okay.
Iola.
Yeah, Iola, you've seen worse.
Fair.
I'm
I was
Buffy
in
the
a
Vampire
war.
Slayer.
And apparently so has Street.
Like, is that all you got, bro? That all you got?
Don't I get something because it's a vampire? I'm trying to look it up.
Are you
Uh,
up there yet?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
You can't see it all the way back there. It's
Alright.
still in the fog, but it has come up and is going to. All right,
I c-
evens it goes for Iola, odds it goes for Street.
I guess I'm Biffy the Vampire. Biff Vampire
But-
Slayer.
Bad news, Iola.
Oh, Iola.
This massive 15-foot tall, just vampire and just creep thing. Let me
Whoa.
find the book with the stats. Is going to try to just claw you in half.
Great.
That's not very nice of him.
It's
Great.
not. It is, in fact, quite mean. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna tell your mom.
Oh, God. I should have looked at this character sheet beforehand and noticed that it's terrible and have to do all the math myself. Okay. +4 to strike. Okay, there we go. So, it is going to claw down at you with a 12 to hit.
Can I parry that with my knives?
Here's the thing. It is enormous.
Yeah.
I will let you
Is there a dodge?
parry
option?
for half damage or dodge for complete reduction.
Do the dodge.
Because it is huge.
I don't have a good call on this one. I don't even know. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna dodge. That makes
Get
the
out of
most
dodge.
sense.
The table I need.
Oh, good. Phew,
Nice.
That's good.
Noise.
That's
Noise.
good.
Noise.
46. Okay. All right. All right. Your dodge is 23, which is more than enough to flit out of the way as this giant thing just reaches a massive claw down, digging into the ground where you were with its foot long talons. All right. Hello.
All right, so I am still back in the back, watching Jack. I know that Casey has a radio. She has the other side of the radio,
Yes.
right? I'm assuming that in order for her to talk to the others, they would have radios as well. And with that possible assumption, I would like to possibly pick up on those signals and transmit kind of like a little beeper, like blue, blue, and then like gets faster every
Like a radar ping?
Yeah,
So
to
basically,
where the
you're
vampires
trying to
are.
send a radar ping over the radio.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Do you have skills?
I may
with
not be
radio?
in the middle of the battle, but I will help. Do I have what? Skills in what?
Any skills that say radio something?
I believe so.
You should have at least radio basic.
Yeah.
You might have radio
basic.
scramblers, or you look through your skills real quick. You might have something
Robots,
valid.
power armor,
Got a lot of
mechanical
skills.
engineering,
No, not so much.
basic electronics, basic radio,
Either of those.
bioware mechanics,
Not so much.
biology, chemistry, electrical engineer. No, that wouldn't be. I've got computer hack.
All right, so you can roll the higher of what's higher. Your sensory equipment isn't huge. Your basic radio. Roll your basic radio. You've got a 70% chance of succeeding on this.
All right.
Of
go,
making a
guys.
sound. You easily send this loud ping through the radio that you were contacted from.
One ping only. Hello.
And you
ping
only hear
only.
a single other radio.
Okay, so it's only her.
Yeah.
And is it going through the radio so that she can hear, or just my friends can hear? Because I
Well,
just want my friends to hear. Kind of like a Marco Polo kind of thing. Getting warmer.
That'd be a cryptography.
Would it be?
Because there is technically a way to do it.
Yeah,
you
like
would
I
have
want it to be like we're getting warmer, so it's getting like faster, kind of thing.
That would be difficult to do.
Would it? Okay.
Yes.
Um.
I'm trying to think, because the way you would do it is with a signal that would trigger something on their radios,
Gotcha.
but would be actually this thing's giant bat ears as that ping sound happens.
Oh.
The giant thing's bat ears also twitch, and you can.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just make it go to a higher frequency to knock that bat out. I did not think of that, but I'm down with this option.
Yeah, it's got sonar.
Yeah.
Echolocation can maneuver in darkness. All right, so the bat thing kind of has a twitch, but Harkins, you can see roughly from the spot the railgun shot came from.
Yeah.
You also hear an audible ping come through her radio.
Okay. I can hear her.
Well, you heard
Would
that
you-
ping that Hello sent over. So basically, if Casey is wearing a radio,
Yes.
Hello just sent a very loud noise through that radio.
Yeah. No, I got you. Now, and so do I have any idea?
You have a much better idea. She's about,
Mhm.
let's say, 100 feet away,
Okay.
and you will take half your normal bonuses when firing, but you will be able to tell roughly, like in terms of other games, what square she's in.
Okay.
And because you're a gunslinger, you would not just be shooting wild. This would be
No.
I'm just
Mhm.
going to take half bonus. On
Because
your next.
technically, I
Yeah.
can make blind shots at no penalty.
Oh, really?
I think so.
There you go.
Gunslingers can do awesome stuff.
Yeah, we're ridiculous.
I think it might be no penalty, but no bonus. I forget.
Let me look. It's
look
not
that
my
up
go.
for
I
me.
can look it up, and you
Yeah.
guys can. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And you
Hello
just-
did that. That
yeah.
seemed very useful for
And
Harkins.
you just hear over the radio, I do hope that was of some assistance.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
All right.
You done good, kid.
You done
Yo.
good, kid. You done good. Real good. Mama will be proud of you.
Iola, what would you like to do?
This familiar thing, does it count as a vampire?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to life blast it.
Okay.
What the?
Done the forcey
It's
thing.
this thing because it's not a master vampire, right? But it's been summoned by a master vampire.
What does
So
life
what does-
blood? This thing gets a save. This is
'Cause it says
basically
It's because
a
it's
master
a
vampire
Okay.
in many ways.
Okay, so it says only a master vampire can roll to save against magic.
Yeah, well, this is technically part of a vampire intelligence,
Okay.
which is more powerful.
Okay.
I'm giving it a save. I'm looking up spells.
If
Life
it succeeds, it
blast.
takes half damage.
Okay.
If it succeeds.
And let's see. Let me get the right window up before I try something. All right, it rolled a 17, which I believe succeeds
Mm-hmm.
on the die alone. It also has bonuses. Yep.
How do
All
I?
right.
No, that didn't work. There's no way I could get a 1 when it's 1d6 times 10.
Well, it didn't do the times 10.
Oh, okay, so 10.
All right, so you
So
do 10.
5.
Yeah. What level spell is Life Blast?
Huh?
What level spell is Life Blast?
It's a higher level. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think I wrote it down.
Life Blast 108.
Yeah, it's 108.
So that takes 2 actions to do.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
No, it's not on 108. What the hell?
What the hell?
It's on
What the
108 in the
hell?
magic book.
What the hell?
Ugh. That's why I
Sorry.
was trying to open something else. Yeah. So I see. I used to have a copy of the magic, but I cannot find it recently. I think I lent it to a friend.
Do you want me to pull it up?
No, I'm gonna pull it up because I'll
Okay.
probably be referencing it repeatedly. All right. So you blast into this with just a searing beam of life. More of the fog has started to fade away from this. It seems like every time you guys use something light-based or life-based, it seems to burn away some of the fog itself. This thing just takes the damage and just snarls. It looks like you barely hurt it.
And I want to get away from it.
All right.
Come towards me.
Going to. That's my plan.
All right, you fly off towards Harkins, and you can you're quick enough. You can get right next to Harkins.
Okay.
Now, Street does that thing where he lights himself on fire again. It starts burning away a large chunk of the fog, and the massive thing has its arm down clawing, and he just jumps onto its arm and starts punching its arm in the muscles. It looks like he's doing some kind of strange nerve damaging thing. It doesn't succeed in doing that, but he does do a number of damage. R space 4d6. All right. All right, so he's basically punching this thing, and it looks like it's punching him back, but he is on fire. And it doesn't love that, but it doesn't hate it as much as you'd have assumed. You just see this, like, 6'2" guy climbing up this thing's arm like it's Shadow of the Colossus. All right.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I have a multi-optics band.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine that does have like infrared and all that sort of stuff on there.
Oh, now here's the thing. Vampires don't have any body heat, so that wouldn't work with that. But
Well,
she did
no,
just
but
fire a railgun, which puts off a lot of heat.
Well, two things. She did just fire a railgun, which puts off a lot of heat, and there'd be a giant black hole in the middle of the ambient background heat.
No, it would be the same temperature.
Oh, I guess it would if she's just standing there. She's just yeah, that's true. But you're right. She did just fire a railgun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought of that. You gave me a better way to do the same thing I was thinking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Railguns have a lot of heat.
By the way, just for reference, guys, I'll Make a Man Out of You is still playing in your headphones.
No, what if I would have just turned off your radio channel at that point?
All right.
Somebody actually gave me a song request. I'm gonna play that sucker.
Jack's just like, can you stop it, please? Just please stop that song.
God, guys, I'm not even mad right now.
Like,
I don't even know
you
where
woman
she
time
is.
me, and you're forcing me to listen to like musicals. I don't. God.
I feel like he'd be like, can't you play something good like Led Zeppelin or something? And then that would go on.
Yeah, and then it goes into Immigrant Song.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so the Terror, in her massive form as a 12-foot tall, skeletal near demon mech, flies up with her scythe and is going to make a run at the giant vampire intelligence, and strikes into it. It looks like Street and the Terror are going to keep this thing occupied. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. So let's just roll 10d6 for how much damage she does. Because she hits it twice. So she does 4. She just lays into this thing with her massive, glowing, burning scythe, catching it in its arm, catching one of its wings as it starts to. Looks like it's going to try to fly up and grapple with her. All right, Jovra.
My first action is I'm going to cast Armor of on Sarsig. So
Absolutely.
gives her
Easily
40.
done.
I've
All
heard
right.
stories about these things, and I don't want it to get away. So that thing, I am going, because I'm within 200 feet of it, correct?
Yes, you. It's big enough, and there's been enough fire. You can see it's burned away enough with the fog, so you can absolutely see the thing. Yeah.
I'm going to do Desiccate the Supernatural on it.
Okay.
Well, hell.
All right. Do you need to attack roll for that, or does it
No,
get a save?
A successful save versus magic means half damage, but it will do damage.
All right. Let me look at its saves real quick versus magic. Scroll. All right. Magic. No, you're not going to list it there. You're going to list it here. Ugh. Don't do this to me. Okay. All right. It has a +4 to its save. And rolls an 18 against the
Okay,
magic, but it still takes half damage. This thing is enormous.
So it's 3d6 times 10, so I'm rolling 3d6. So that's going to be
Uh-huh.
90.
Okay, and it's saved for half, so it only takes 45.
45.
As just, or do you want to describe?
What it does is it starts to draw out of its moisture, and it starts to just wither and become like a husky husk.
Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, you did some damage to it, but it does shrink a tiny bit, and some of it starts to flake off. But what you did was not enough to like completely desiccate it. This thing is enormous, it's powerful, and it's angry. And you hurt it bad. But it looks like it's going to be tough to take down.
And that's all I can do right now, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. The vampires, actually put them all on Casey's initiative. All right, Harkins, it's back up to you.
All right. So now, between the radio ping and the heat signature,
Yep.
do I have a penalty to shoot?
None.
I'm going to use my crit to fire at her.
Hey! So, you
Nice.
roll a crit. You're rolling with the sun gun. Does the sun gun have any extra things on a crit?
I don't know. Let's find out. That's from Vampires Sourcebook.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. So Riffs is not super great with a bookmark in their books. I apologize.
Yeah, they're not.
It's like it's 2017. No, it's not. It's 2019. Learn how to format a PDF.
Well, I'd like for them to learn how to format a book.
Also that.
But anyway, I love
Uh,
Riffs. It's my favorite, but sometimes their formatting is not my favorite.
I didn't know this was something I'd have to look up. I'm sorry.
Because I'm trying to think, because there's, when you crit on a vampire, is...
I get my awesome bonus.
Well, yeah,
For-
get that then. I'm trying to think if, because you didn't
I don't
use
have an awesome
wood.
bonus for critting.
Okay.
But I use sunlight.
You did use sunlight, so it will do a lot of damage. Where were you aiming? Were you going for what would be a, heart, like to the heart or to the head?
Well, if I'm using the crit,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the head.
Absolutely.
Wait, do I know? Like, given my vampire knowledge, do I know which one's gonna be more destructive?
Here's the thing. You'd have
Here we
to.
go. Sun gun, pistol, 74. All right. So what were you saying?
So you'd have to. Let me look it up real quick. Killing
3d6 hit
vampires.
point damage. Mummies can blind them. 1d4. It can blind them for 1d4 melee rounds of shot in the
That's
eye.
if it's a normal human.
No damage. Oh, though it can. I see. Yeah.
Okay, so you'd think you're not firing wood.
Yeah.
So go for the head.
Go for the head, boo.
Do
20
what you do.
Okay, 25 damage.
Points
to
of
Casey.
damage.
Nice.
As you hit her in her head, just to describe Casey again, you see the bolt light up all the way all into Casey's forehead, right in the center of it. Casey is a dark-skinned woman with long dreadlocked hair in a kind of ponytail, and when you fire this, it hits her right in the head and lights her up enough so that you can see she's holding a Coalition Samus railgun with a tank of ammunition on her back and is wearing the chest plate of the Samus, but is not wearing a helmet.
I respect that. I respect her.
So all that goes right to her hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know,
nice
if you can do it
shot.
once, you might as well do it twice.
Yeah.
So
Do you have another crit?
I do not have another crit, so I just have to roll and hope for the best.
As a reminder to those watching, for 1,000 bits, you could buy a crit. For 500 bits, you could buy a reroll for one of our players.
They are
I-
super helpful.
I do not believe I have any bonuses to this. No, I do not. Other than my normal +9.
Yeah, your normal absurdity, yes.
Yes. So, come on! Come on! That's the third time I've rolled to shoot on a 12. All right. Fine.
No.
Yeah, that's a complete miss.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
It just
Yeah.
flies right past.
No doubt about it. Okay. All right.
All right.
And there was another vampire coming at me, right?
There was something right in front of you.
There was the Psy Stalker who's on the ground at the moment. I'm hoping Iola can help me with that. And then there was something that shot a grenade at me. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay, so you've got the multi-optics band.
Yep.
Yeah, over from the direction you heard that funt when the grenade was fired.
Yeah.
Wild Bill is snarling in that direction as though
I
there is
unleash
another
him to
vampire
go
in that
attack
way.
it. Yeah, I unleash him to go attack it. Go!
All right, Wild Bill is fast as hell. So if you just want to put Wild Bill on your initiative from now on,
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. And will he get
Yeah.
2 attacks as well?
yes.
Okay. So first attack is a 19.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah,
Second-
that absolutely hits.
Second attack is an 8.
Second, the 8, he's gonna. Yeah, he bats it away with his
Alright.
with his hand.
But he
But
will take his bite.
This one is also wearing a Coalition chest plate,
All right.
but it is not wearing any
Roll
armor.
parry instead of damage. Drop.
Yes, roll damage.
Oh, it's +2 either way, I think. Let me look.
Well, you rolled a d20 for damage and got a 12.
Oh, well, that's low. Oh, I see what you say. There we go. No, see? See?
That's pretty funny though.
See.
Wow. 3 times.
Goodness.
All right.
Wow.
So
Maybe you should have somebody else roll for you once and be like, "See, honey, that's how it works. Now you roll the same."
All right. So
Rawr.
Wild Bill runs up to this vampire.
Mhm.
No one can see what happens. You just hear the grinding of teeth through what sounds to be bone as Wild
Noise.
Bill grabs onto this thing's leg.
Yeah. Oh, I have his awesomer
Yeah.
version of his character sheet. I'm done. That's it for me.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna need to know his defenses
Yeah,
in a little.
I
bit.
have the
All right.
written out version of it here somewhere.
Zarsig.
Okay, so I know the bat thing is right in front of Jover, but if Zarsig flies up, is there any way that she can lend support to the whole mess that Harkins and Iola is in?
It can definitely target things near Harkins because Harkins has that globe of daylight up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
'Cause she-
in
'cause she
that
can also
radius
fire-
is a Psy Stalker.
Okay. 'Cause she
Oh
can hit.
shit! Sorry. Just real quick, I'm sorry about this. He's +6 to hit, so
It's fine.
he would have hit on that second one, I think.
Another 4. No, it doesn't look like it because the
Oh
second
no,
one.
because
Yeah,
he
the parry
rolled a
was
13 and would have had bonus on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
It's cool. So Zarsig can target that.
Sorry.
Does Zarsig have special senses? I think Zarsig can see through clear stuff.
Our
Yeah.
can see clearly now. The
Just
fog
search the word
has
fog in this damn
gone.
document.
She can
Yeah, I
see
mean,
us.
keen sense of smell,
Summon
plus
fog. There we go.
20, tracking skills 42, plus 20, following blood scent, humans and animals.
All right, blood
Night-
scent.
Night vision, 3,000 feet.
So Zarsig is not a gunslinger, and thus will have penalties. Zarsig can target one of the vampire that was just bitten. What you believe might be Casey that just took a shot to the head, or
Oh.
the and that's just a wild natural D20 roll.
Yeah, whichever one she can definitely hit. Like which
Or
red
the so you've got three choices.
Okay.
If in trying to help Iola and Harkins, the vampire that just got bit by Wild Bill because there's blood in the Wild Bill's a shark puppy for a reason. There's the Psy Stalker standing right next to Harkins, and then there is Casey, who just got shot and is bleeding a little bit.
So she can go after the Psy Stalker without penalty?
Yes, because it's in the globe of daylight.
Okay. She'll go after the Psy Stalker.
Gotcha. He is wearing mega damage armor, so
She
just so
does.
you know.
She does make a damage with her.
Good. He is not expecting this, and you know what? Yeah. So you, he does not dodge out of the way, and the bolt of lightning comes flying right into his back. So go ahead and roll that damage.
It's 19. Oh man.
All right, doing some math. Carry a 1.
Side order of 3.
34. Okay,
Can she do it again?
sure.
Again.
Do it again.
Let's see if she
One
can-
more time.
Ah,
Oh, that roll to strike is a 7, which is enough to not automatically miss. And his auto dodge against supernaturals does not work. So she hits twice with another 14. 48. His armor does not look good. It looks like one more hit will crack his armor.
good girl.
But unfortunately, it is now his go. Zarsig is, I'm betting, staying far enough away that it's hard to grab from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iola isn't though.
Uh-oh.
This the Psy Stalker's gonna take 2 stabs at Iola
Oh.
with its double vibro blades. It's gonna drop the gun in one of its hands and pull out another vibro blade.
Oh my.
So that's a 10, but you can parry
I can parry this. Okay.
for free. Parry is free. 30. You rolled a 30.
Wow.
Okay.
I rolled a
So you're
crit.
real good at parrying. I might have gotten your. Okay. You parry both of them with a 30. And that's its one attack. It kind of throws itself at you, but you kind of, using your flight abilities, you catch its knives and kind of push yourself off of its knives to get out of the way of the damage. And its second attack is going to be a 14. And you can attempt to parry again if you'd like. With a 17. All right, so this Psy Stalker just cannot get a blade onto you, which is good. All right, that's that one. The dude one's gonna start punching at Wild Bill.
He has a horror factor of 13.
Oh, to vampires, that's right.
Yes.
It does. And this thing has failed, so it loses this action.
Oh.
But it's 2 actions, so it's gonna get 1 instead of 2, a single strike at him.
He has an AC of 22. That's not
Not
a
quite.
thing. That's not a thing.
No. That would mess up the entire actions economy.
Yes.
Oh no.
There we go. All right, this thing's gonna attempt to punch Wild Bill. Where's its combat stats?
No,
There it
don't
is.
punch the puppy.
+2. All right,
Puppy
so
can
What kind of
take
a
it.
person?
the puppy can take it.
The
So this
puppy
is a
can
What kind of person
13.
are you?
take it.
This is a 13 to damage the puppy.
He has auto dodge, so I'll use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a low probability thing, but we'll see
Low
what happens.
blow.
But when you roll at
21.
19, yeah.
Yeah. So Wild Bill quite easily rips off a chunk of dead flesh from this thing's leg as a fist comes down for him, and just the vampire whiffs entirely as Wild Bill goes back like a foot and a half, drops the chunk of meat, and looks like he's about to pounce in for another bite.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get! Get!
Iola, you no, because you're
What do
in
you-
melee with
oh.
the thing. They'd risk
Oh, yeah.
hitting that guy. You know what? She doesn't care. So this is going to hit with the railgun. This is going to hit, I believe, both. Let me just check something real quick. Yep, that's a burst. So this is going to hit in a round area. This will hit the Stystalker, Iola, and Harkins. As this railgun burst fires in
Sure.
with a 13. So you may attempt to dodge or just take the damage.
I'm gonna take the damage this time.
Same. I haven't been hit.
I have been hit, and I'm a little worried about this, but my actions must be used to kill the vampire queen. And why would your armor ever be on the same goddamn page as all your other combat stuff?
All right. 40 damage as the
Whoa.
and this is to main body armor.
Okay, that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, it's not specifically targeted at your head.
So if
40
it goes
damage.
if it goes over that, what do I do? Just
If it just reduces your normal armor, and if it does more than that and you have no armor under it, the rest of it dissolves. So don't worry,
okay.
just break that armor.
Okay, my armor's broken.
All right.
It's 1d4
Oh.
times 10. So statistically, I can take one more hit from that thing.
The Size Stalker is actually they have a thing. The Size Stalker, it looks back, pissed off, and looks like he's gonna make a break for it. As
That's a
that
good
just
call,
did
Size Stalker.
way more
Yeah,
damage.
That's it,
than-
man. Run away. Run away.
And it's clear who did that damage.
Yeah.
And he does not care about his life.
On the other hand, I'll be real excited that we'll be able to mount a railgun on top of our vehicle after this.
Yeah, Hello's very happy about that too.
Maybe.
Hey.
I just want to make a bunch more emojis.
If you
A
like.
guy can dream. Yeah,
All
if
right.
we
There's
live.
another one shooting lasers in. It's gonna shoot at Harkins just for simplicity.
Sure. Don't even
You
need to
do
roll.
know that's what's gonna happen, right? If you bring Hello a railgun, she's just gonna be putting more emojis in walls.
And 16 damage to the to your psi field, which reduces it to nothing.
Thank you for that.
Okay, the giant bat thing grabs a hold of the terror and starts like grappling with her as the two of them start flying upwards.
Epic.
And you see Street climbing onto its back, starting to like punch it in the back of the head, with each blow doing like a significant amount of impact, but it's
Pity
not
the
going down
fool.
easily. Those three, they're just gonna
Yeah,
be a big ball of combat of NPCs.
yeah.
Oh,
Big ball of
okay.
narrative combat.
Yep. Hello.
Okay. Well, I was gonna help with the bat, but apparently, so
You can still fire at it. It will help.
that's true. Although I'm nowhere near any of them.
Yeah, you're in the tunnel. You can't see any of them.
Yeah. So I
Well.
wouldn't know what's going on. I just know that that was super helpful. So I am going to can we hold actions in this game?
Yeah, you don't have to spend them if you don't want.
Like hold actions for like when something happens then go.
Yeah, if
Okay.
like a trigger thing. Yeah.
Then you guys will just hear over your headsets. I am unaware of what is happening right now. If you need assistance, let me know. And then I'll just wait my turn for if they need me.
Okay.
So I'll hold my turn.
Oh, I forgot about that guy. Oh well. All right. Iola.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why does it cost me 2 actions to do a level 5 spell?
Not a level 5 spell.
Oh.
A level
class is
7 or
5.
higher.
Life blast is level 5.
All right, then you've got
Okay.
one of your actions back. Yeah.
Okay, I just want. That's why I was double checking. I thought it was level 7 or higher, but I wanted to make sure. Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna cast Armor of Ithin on myself.
Good plan.
That makes sense to me. 'Cause
There
I
is no
just got
concentration
hurt.
or thing in this game, so you can have active spells all over the place.
Nice.
Okay. And then
Because
I am
refs.
going to. I can see her kind of, right? Like I know where she is.
You heard the ping. You would.
'Cause I'm right there. I saw her. I can shoot her.
But the thing is, right there is like 200 feet away,
Yeah.
and she is moving but holding the railgun still.
It
Do you
slows her
have?
down, right?
No, actually.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
She flies and has supernatural strength, so no.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay.
Do I have
Uh,
what?
So she's like floating a little bit off the ground too, not making footprints. But the ping helped. But she's moved since then. You can fire on her in the place she would be, but you will have no bonus to hit.
Wait, can we have hello ping again? Would that help?
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
holding options for that kind of stuff because I don't know if you guys see her and a ping would help
so
or not.
when
so
when Jover hears that, she's gonna be like, one ping only. Hello.
I'll
One
ping
ping,
again.
One
Help.
ping.
All right, you ping
Only.
again.
All right.
This gives...
Radio basics.
Nah, you're good.
Oh,
Okay. Now
okay.
that you've figured out how to do it,
Oh, cool. Ow.
you've and you know what the effect is now. She doesn't communicate with her minions via radio.
Cool.
All right. So
There's a wall.
Iola, you have a good idea of where she is. You can have half your normal bonus to hit.
I'm just gonna throw a life blast at her, so it's a save. But I
Okay.
don't know what that does for her.
She is a master vampire.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she
gets a
is.
save.
Let me check her save. She fails.
Yeah.
She fails. As not expecting you to be able to see through this kind of fog that she has put up.
Why do I keep rolling ones? It's 10. I do 10.
You do 10 more damage, but she
it's
was
to
not expecting that.
AP. Right.
The blast of radiant energy just tears away at this actually hits her armor and does 10 damage to the armor.
It's a kill vampires. It doesn't.
That's
I'm
right, it
pretty
does.
sure
So it does
to
10
her.
damage, basically it's wearing away more of her skull. Part of her skull is starting to show, and you can see a kind of a sizzling. So let me put that there. Yeah, 35. Okay. All right. Street punches a giant bat demon in the back of the head a bunch of times.
Oh, I was gonna move away from her. Can I do that?
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna move away from the side.
I love the commentary of that group up there.
Now, here's a question, Iola. Are you going to fly out over the center of the thing, or are you going to fly up?
Are you going to be
Center
near
of the
Zarsig?
quarry?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go be near Zarsig.
Okay. Roll d20 real quick. $13. All right, that's enough to see that it looks like one vampire is trying to sneak down towards the cave.
Oh, good to know. Okay, sweet.
All right, Jovra.
I got my squirt gun.
Does Iola tell?
Yeah, Iola's gonna tell hello. I
Which
just didn't
means
know if I-
everyone knows.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I
for
know
the
because Jover
warning.
Jover can't run as fast as Street could.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll
You're still in the quarry, but you can be out of it at the end of this.
yeah, but can she take care of the vampires trying to sneak in? Because she's better fighting a vampire than Hello is.
Yeah, Jovra can get over there too. Jovra,
Yeah.
he is just like right above the mouth of it. He's about 7 feet off the ground, but you are tall. No, maybe he's about 10 feet off the ground, but you are also awesome and can attack him. You still have your axe, I believe?
Yeah, I still have my axe. I also have my crystal rod
Do you?
of life. Yeah, that. Okay, so she's going to activate her crystal rod of light, which does a life blast.
What color was the crystal rod? I forget.
It is white.
So Jovra reaches into her bag real quick with her non-axe holding hand and pulls out, I believe it's like a foot long,
Yeah.
perfect, Is it circular or is it like octagonal?
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's this beautiful what her grandmother made. So it's very intricate. And
It is very clearly a magical crystal thing, and there aren't runes etched. The runes are etched into the crystal and don't appear until the life blast begins in the back of it, lighting up the entire tube of it with arcane writing as it fires at this vampire. This vampire is secondary. I don't believe it gets a save.
no, only master vampires.
All right, do that damage.
So
Nice.
it's 1d. So I just need to roll a d6 and then multiply it
Well,
by
better
10.
than me.
If you use the little star, so that's the times symbol in the formula.
Okay, so it'll be 20.
20 damage to that guy. Actually, no, that was a secondary, or that was a wild one.
Oh,
I'm a
So-
real wild one.
Does that? Yeah, he takes that and is pretty messed up. You life blast right into the back of this thing. It didn't really see it coming, as part of its spine and its shoulder blades can now be seen through where its flesh has burned away.
good.
All right.
Yummy.
I forgot about that.
Jover doesn't need to be, she doesn't need to have the kill shot. She's good.
All right, and that's one thing. I
That's
think you
one
can do
thing.
two,
This is
Um,
why I like Jover.
or
Jover's
you can
awesome.
hold on to it if you want.
I want to hold on to it because I want to be aware if there's going to be, if one's sneaking down, I'm sure she's going to try to send others.
Gotcha. All right, Harkins.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm continuing to move towards her. As I do so, I'm going to take 2 shots at her.
All right.
Again, I'm going for headshots because I have a sun gun.
Yep.
Let us
Come
not
on.
suck as bad as we did before. Ah, look at that.
26. Yeah, that'll hit. I'm not. She can't do anything about that. And 24 will hit as well.
All right.
So you catch her with 2 more shots from the sun gun right to her face.
9 and 10, so 19 more damage.
Make it 20 and then subtract 1. So that'd be 54. Okay. You shoot right into her face. It's starting to leave holes and scars and marks.
Yeah.
And she is irate.
And then Wild Bill's gonna take his last attack on the other dude there.
Okay.
This is +4, so I'll just put it in there. Not +40, +4. And rolls an 11. That's
All right.
good.
The guy's gonna attempt to parry it and rolls a 10.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Go ahead and deal that damage.
18 points of
18.
damage.
Jesus. All right. That guy is having it real rough.
And that's our mama.
All right.
Oh, and I would now like to turn on, as I believe she can probably see me as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to turn on my horror factor,
Nice.
which is now also a 13.
Okay. Let's see what her bonus is. I don't know why that's the song that pops into my head, and I don't know what that song actually is. Bonuses.
Sounds like
There we
my
go.
mom when she can't remember the tune to Baby Shark.
She rolls a 19 on her save versus horror factor.
Well, why don't you shut up then? Fine. Fine.
Like-
We'll have to do this the hard way. I understand.
She's like, "You aren't the first cowboy I've laid to rest.
Nice
You won't be
face.
the last."
Nice face.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Looks very pretty in the sunlight, I must say.
Zarsik.
Hey, who can she hit? Who's still around? Is that
The Psy Stalker looks like he's about to run, but has not yet.
Kill him.
There is the vampire trying to sneak into the cave,
Jover's got that?
and there is. You just saw where Casey got shot, so you take a -2 to shoot where Casey is with lightning.
She'll go after the side guy again.
Okay, he's down to base. Now, Psy Stalkers are tough, but his armor is shattered. All right, so the first strike from Zarsig is just a complete scar into the ground as the Psy Stalker does kind of gets out of the way a little bit.
She's gonna try again.
All
Come on,
right,
baby.
let me look at the Psy Stalker's combat bonuses. All right, what's that number? 11. So he will actually try to dodge, and rolls a 5.
All right.
The thing about Side
6.
Stalkers is. So, how much damage do we do? 17. All right, so
Ouch.
that is. Oh, blanking on a fact about Side Stalkers. I don't remember. There is a secret about Side Stalkers. Let me look it up.
They all weirdly love strawberries.
They don't have to eat them, but they just absolutely love them.
No Side Stalker has pubic hair.
That is actually true. They don't have any hair.
What?
I
Yeah,
just
they
want to know
flip-
what else Thark's gonna come up with.
I know, right?
A group of Side Stalkers together is called a parliament.
Do you just have like random fact generator?
No, I'm literally just making these up as I say
Yep.
them.
Okay,
Make
his
them
hit
up off the
points
top.
turn into SDC.
Side
All right.
Stalkers bleed peanut butter.
Now, here's the thing. He has a special power that makes him more resistant to supernatural attacks, but it's not enough to get past 17.
Is that how you can tell the difference between boys and girls? Boys bleed peanut butter, girls bleed jelly.
Now that's just weird. Who would think of that?
Yeah.
That's just
What if-
weird.
What if
That's
it's
just
neither
gooey.
a boy nor a girl? Then what do they bleed? But
Then it's that weird, like,
Fluffernutter.
goober stuff with
Fluffernutter.
peanut butter
Fluffernutter.
and jelly.
Yeah.
no. How about marshmallow cream?
Fluffernutter.
Okay, so did Zarsik take this thing down?
Yeah, Zarsik blasts.
It's canon now. You heard it from us.
Yes.
Sorry.
Side Stalkers. This one bleeds Fluffernutter as Zarsik hits it with electricity and just shatters its back. The remnants of the armor are gone. The Side Stalker jerks around and basically falls to the ground completely dead.
Good.
Yep.
That's my girl.
Bad guy. All right. Let me get the sheet up next. Now it's my turn.
Nope. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Don't
No,
die.
you're
Rob.
not allowed.
Please do not
Nope.
die.
All right, so that guy's booking. Iola's gotten away from Harkins, but this woman has an idea of how bad Harkins is. The thing's gonna swing at Wild Bill again, and Bill can attempt to parry.
Auto dodge +6.
So you gotta get above 12 or 14 as it attempts to punch Wild Bill's large dog beak and misses.
Well, Bill is invincible.
And give me another one for
Okay. I say that, and now he's gonna get hit. It's fine. He can take it.
he can probably from a vampire.
He's a hardy little pooch.
He's 140 hit points or 140
Dear
MDC.
Lord.
So yeah, it misses him twice.
Yeah.
Harkins, another grenade's coming at you.
Can I bat it away? Could I like make a parry and try and bat it away?
All right.
Or wait,
So-
it's a grenade, and I'm a telekinetic. Come on, can I just go? Woof?
You can attempt
And
to with a
chuck it-
-5 parry.
Okay. Wow, really?
It's moving at speeds that are difficult to get your telekinesis.
I
the right
feel
spot.
like it is worth it to try.
It's worth it to try. It will
it's-
also use an action.
It is too cool not to try and bat this back at whoever's shooting it at me.
Do it. Do it. Do it now.
If you
Uh.
double it, well, double it because I don't think you can double it. If you get 5 over, if you get a 16, including the -5, I'll allow you to put it back at the target where it came from.
Okay. I have an 8 normally, so there's a.
All right. It's 17 minus 5 is 12.
No, I put the -5 in there.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
14
Well
plus
then,
8 minus
17. You fling this grenade back at this vampire.
Yes.
And it hits perfectly. And there's a big. The fog in this area is pretty much wasting away. And in this, you can see wearing a coalition armor plate, holding a C-20 Dragonfire rifle, another secondary vampire of just like a pale-looking white guy with no hair, just looking very confused about what happened. And you see the armor has taken damage, but the vampire doesn't look like they did at all.
Good times.
One of the wild vampires is going to come down into the cave mouth. Now, there was a energy field in the cave mouth, right?
The energy field around Hello and
Kind of like
Jack.
blocking off part of the cave.
Jack. Yeah, blacking off that. So you have the tunnel, and it's blocking off that larger section of the cave.
Now, does the
And I also have my size shield up, so.
And Jovra is actively wanting to go after that thing.
Oh, true. Jover's right there. All right, so no, it goes into the tunnel and is going to attempt to attack the shield. Does the shield have MDC?
Yeah.
Okay.
120.
Okay, well, let's start chipping away, I guess. So it does 16 damage to this thing as it claws into it, and it starts looking around, and is going to use its second action to start tearing at the walls. It looks like it's trying to find some kind of support beam.
Secondary vampires are also known as able burrowers, thanks to their otter-like teeth.
All right, so there's those two.
Sometimes I just don't know if you're telling me the truth or making shit up.
That's
but
me.
I know, right?
That is why I'm so
Actually, no, this
incredibly
one's not
credible as a
so
human
good.
being.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's great, and I'm
Is this the one that Jovra hit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
I'm
it seemed to
making
have
it up.
a goal.
It's the confidence. It's all about the confidence.
Okay, and the vampire intelligence is still flying through the air, tussling. And Casey gets to go.
How many actions is... Never mind.
How many actions do you have? You've got 8. She's got
I have 9.
7. You have 9. I think she has 7. Because she has auto dodge.
Of course she does.
Yeah, she's.
I don't think I've
very
used
fast.
any of my actions. I've used one action.
Yep.
Oh no, I've used 2.
There we go. Yeah, so she's going to fire
I have
the
4 left.
last bit of. She's going to fire the railgun once again at Harkins and miss entirely
Good.
Yes.
as the bullets just dig right in,
Mm,
and you hear her curse and throw it to the ground.
yes, that's correct.
Actually, she throws it into the middle of the pit.
We'll get it
What
later.
did she throw again? The
She throws a railgun, which is
oh,
about a
railgun. Okay.
5-foot-long barrel and like another 2 feet of gun.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
And attached
I
to
can
it is an ammo
fix it.
canister, and Harkins, you're skilled enough in weapons to know that canister is now empty.
Yes. We'll have to buy more ammo for it. That's fine.
She had
can
about
fix this.
3 shots
I
of
can
it.
fix this. I got this. I can fix it.
All right. Actually, she's a little lower in actions than I thought. That was 3 for her, I believe. And then 2 dodges. All right. The vampire thing. Yeah. Hello. You see a vampire run up on the other side and like start pounding at the energy field and then scrambling at the walls.
How far away is it?
How far back from the energy field are you? Less than 50 feet.
Okay. I was like, I'm probably about halfway between the field and Jack.
So probably
Just-
about 20 feet.
Okay. Did my water go through it? Through the shield?
No.
Okay, then I will wait for it to come through, and when it does, I want to use that moment when he's like somewhat stuck, still trying to get through, to just blast him, like, in the wall.
Okay. So it looks like he's starting to dig through the wall, and are you going to go right up to the wall and like basically point your shotgun through it?
Yeah, pretty much just waiting for him. Just-
All right, so go ahead and take that shot.
Okay,
'Cause
I can do that.
Yeah.
It's 30 feet 5. Oh wait, no, it's a 1d20.
All right, so you rolled an 8. I think you got a +2 or something. Yeah, probably.
It doesn't say any.
You'd have a +2.
Okay.
So that's a 10 total. So, and it rolled a 5. So it does not get out of the way quick enough. So go ahead and blast the damage through this small hole in the dirt.
5d6. A skadoosh.
All right,
Gadoosh.
17 on top of the damage it's already taken. It looks real rough. You've got one more action if you want to take it.
Okay. So I just did a blast. That's
You can do it twice if you want.
30.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
as you-
just marking down 39. Okay, how many blasts and whatnot I still have left? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Just bye.
Do
Needs a bath.
All right.
Oh, I didn't do the test.
Unfortunately, but this is a shotgun, so it almost dodges out of the way but catches splash. So roll your damage and it will take half, which might actually be enough to do it with the damage that. All right, so that's 9. Let me do some math. Okay, so this thing, you hit it again with the shotgun and it kind of like disintegrates part of it, and just the bones fall down. But like, there's a second of quiet, and then you start to see kind of like steam rising from the bones, and what you think might be bits of flesh starting to appear again.
Okay.
So it is down, but it is not dead.
I have relinquished the vampire, but it is returning, and I have no fire.
I'm on my
to-
way.
Thank you.
All
And you'll
right.
just come in and see just my arm through a hole. I'm ready to shoot it again for whenever, but yeah.
All right, Iola.
Okay, we have. I'm just trying to figure out who. We have Casey.
You got Casey, you've got 2 secondaries, you've the Psy Stalker's out of the picture, and the intelligence, and you've got one wild one that was trying to make an end run. So you've got 2 secondary vampires. One's fighting Wild Bill, the other just grenaded himself.
Okay, I'm gonna. I'm just gonna shoot. I
Like
can
a
see
good
them,
henchman
right?
would.
What was that?
I can see them. The one that.
Yeah, the
shot
fog is
grenade?
pretty much cleared up
Okay.
enough that all the light being
Do
flung
you want
around.
the kill shot on the woman, Harkins? I'm assuming.
I do not
I mean,
take
you
any
could-
glory out of killing whoever. If you want to try and take her out, please do.
Okay, I think that I'm gonna shoot at her with
Okay.
with the Star Blaster.
Okay.
Ooh.
Star Blast away. 16. She is not gonna dodge.
Hmm.
So 12 damage as another bolt. Does the Star Blaster do? What does the Star Blaster do? Is it just another sun
It's
gun?
a sun gun. Mm-hmm.
All right. Now here's the thing. If she's wearing armor, normally that would go to the armor, unless you take a cold shot to the head, which would require 2 actions. So I'll let you retroactively have used 2 actions,
Sure, I'll take 2 actions to
Alright.
get the call shot to the head.
because otherwise that stun gun, or the sun
Does
gun, kind
nothing.
of just bounces off her armor.
Yeah, that's fine.
66. Let me check a fact real quick. She looks irate at this as you just keep pounding her in the very small, hard to see parts of her undead form. Oh god, where's that sheet? There it is. Yep, she has. Man, if only she could do magic. She's got a ton of PPE. All right. As you keep hitting her, her form kind of gets like skinnier, scrawnier, and more demonic as the skin starts to like go up against, and the muscles and the beautiful form starts to fade away as you are blasting. Like bits of the hair start falling off. But it looks like she is still in the fight. Street is fighting in the sky.
Fighting in the sky.
So at some point, the bear or the giant bat does manage to fling Street off, and Street is like hurtling towards the middle of the quarry. And just before he gets to the middle of the quarry, there's a massive blue light as he shifts form into that of a burning dragon.
Yes!
I'm sorry,
It's
what now?
about time!
Street reveals his true self and is a young, what was the name of them? Fire dragon. There's specific kind of fire dragon.
Yeah.
As this meteor of a man comes flying towards the ground and then just bursts into a dragon heading right back into it and gets
Yeah.
grapples its wings and just bites into his neck of the giant vampire intelligence. It's a bloody fight with magic beasts.
He's probably enjoying himself a little too much at this point.
At this point, though, yeah, the terror actually is going to break away from this because the fire is starting to hurt her, actually. When he's this large, it's easy for him to have a huge radius of burning fire. And she breaks off and goes for the, and she's just going to try to knock the secondary vampire that grenaded himself into the pit. And she fails terribly.
No.
But she is now fighting that secondary vampire.
Okay.
She gets another go. Yep, missed twice. Okay.
Oh, dude.
With her massive scythe swinging stylishly like an anime character.
You're a cutie. Letting you know
All
that.
right.
You're like a cat chipmunk. Okay.
Jovra.
Okay, so Jover wants to make sure she goes in. So she puts the rod back in that side pocket. It's actually in the side pocket of her pants.
Oh, okay.
And she still has her axe. So she wants to make sure that that vampire is decapitated.
Easy enough for you to do. It will take an action, but you cannot miss.
Right. And then
Actually,
Jover's...
roll damage. You might just burst the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get above 20 and I'll let you just completely shatter the bits of it.
Yes.
Damage?
Yeah, I know that's not... It's 20. Okay. You
Yes!
the exact number you needed.
Boom.
So
Teamwork. Yes.
You having done this before know the exact vertebrae to hit. And you just basically line it up. Or do you want a golf swing? Do you want to just like headsman axe?
No, her family. It's just boom, you do it.
Yeah, just headman axe, clean cut, drag it a
Chicken.
little bit to
Yeah.
keep the spine from, and the entire thing just dusts right there on the floor.
Yeah.
All right, and do you
But
want
remember,
any...
to truly kill a secondary vampire, you must clean up all the dust and bake it into bread. And then eat the dust bread.
Eat the dust bread.
Which is what
Jofra
the witches want you to believe. That's how you become a wild vampire.
Jover wants to... Basically, she wants to be on guard because now she's wondering if there's going to be any more vampires that come. So she can... Is there a way for her to like look and find out, or...
Yeah, just give me another D20 perception, and I believe you've got a +3 to perception generally. I think. Well, just take a +3.
Okay, so just roll a...
Because it's, yeah, just roll D20 +3. Get above a 10,
So
basically.
it's /R, right? D 20 and then +3.
8. All right, so you're looking around, but you see a giant railgun come flying into the middle of the quarry.
Oh,
You see
nice.
a couple of other bodies on the ground start to rise up. One of them gives you a thumbs up, and then starts walking up this, like starts climbing up the side of the quarry.
What?
Working with
Yeah.
a necromancer.
Yeah, you
Oh.
have a necromancer on your team.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Some of
We're
the-
like, what?
Some of the, like, 3 of the dead goblins rise up and just start, like, climbing up the side of the...
I love it.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, she's basically going to be that to help Hello, since she's starting to send vampires this way. Jover wants to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and if you look at Hello, she's okay. I guess she doesn't have a worried look. She can't really look worried, but like you can tell she's not really
Yeah.
doing okay right now.
Yeah, so Jover's
Yeah,
just
not
basically right
health-wise, but,
outside that
like,
cave,
yeah.
wanting to like scanning and sense, all
Gotcha.
that stuff.
Jover's keeping watch.
Mhm.
All right, Harkins.
Yeah, I got 2 attacks left, so I'm gonna keep it on her. I'm gonna keep letting the sunshine in. I need you to
Okay.
move, kitty cat. Thank you. All right.
Let's
Do, do,
move,
do.
kitty cat.
I'm
Whoa.
starting to
whoa,
change
whoa.
where I should.
Doink. That's a 16.
Sorry.
And a 17.
Both will hit.
Yeah. Doop. Doop. For 25 points of damage.
She is looking rough now. As you're blasting away, her form becomes more and more demonic, as it's not just fangs and a beautiful smile, it's an elongated jaw with massive, pointy needle teeth you are blasting this thing away into its truest form. So that's another 25.
Yeah.
Let me do some math. Carry the 1. 101. All right, let me... Okay. Yeah. You have blasted her down to her true form, to the true vampire that is all just fangs, ribs. There's no muscle left on this body, but it is angry and active and coming for you. You can tell.
Bring it.
All
Are we
right,
on a new initiative pass?
Yeah, she's out.
Okay. Yeah! I get to go. Unless anyone else has actions left, it means I get to go again.
Yep.
I was gonna say I have.
You do, but do you want to do
Yeah.
anything with them besides double? Like,
No, I'm good. If we
No.
want to start and replenish our things, I'm fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like having ISP back. I'm very low on that.
Well, take an 8-hour rest.
Powering down. No.
All right. Jover's got you.
All right, Harkets.
Oh wait, are we actually doing that?
No.
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was like, what?
I'm looking at one thing real quick. Just please hold. Do I know if Mind Bolt would do anything to her?
Mind Bolt is psychic damage. She takes 1/3 of it.
Oh God. Okay, never mind. All right. Right. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. Sun gun. Pew pew. Pew pew pew.
All right, roll those damages. She's going to attempt to dodge the first one.
It's a pew pew of the century.
Well,
And rolls a natural friggin' one, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then the second one is 15.
Also fails.
Excellent. All right. So first 12 and 10, 22.
22. Oh, geez. All right. So you are hitting well enough that this is... the armor is basically dropped off for losing form.
Oh, so question. Oh,
Yeah.
So was
Her
I
armor
attacking
has
her?
dropped off.
Was I
and-
attacking her armor that whole time?
No,
Okay.
because I was not putting the points on her armor.
No, I assumed you weren't.
I don't worry about it.
Okay.
I made a mistake and I'm just rolling with it. So her
Okay.
her form and armor, her form as a true vampire master is that of basically the pointiest skeleton with a elongated bits and gross like foot-long fingernails, which is not what she has looked like
Yeah.
in the past 100 years. And the armor she's wearing just drops off. She's down to like tatters and looks like she's about to come for you.
Come for me. And I'll
Yep.
even yell it, come for me now!
Zarsig.
All right. Who's left for her to?
All right, Zarsig. The terror has moved one of the secondary vampires towards the edge of the cliff, and the zombies look like they're gonna try to pull that thing into it. And there's the one Wild Bill has, and Casey as well.
So she can see the one Wild Bill is going after,
Yes, the one
and that
Wild
one's
Bill's
still up,
got death jaw clenched on.
but it's still up.
Yeah.
Okay. She will go help Wild Bill.
Send all the pets on the same guy. He will attempt to dodge, taking a -3 with his normal +2, giving him a 10, which is under your 12. Because, Wild Bill being part of his leg now makes it hard to dodge. Zarsig zaps this one.
That's how I
Zarsig's-
imagined it.
Yeah, Zarsig zaps this one as well. And, blasts off the other leg so it kind of falls. Wild Bill, since you didn't do anything with him, I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
forgot. Yeah.
But here's the thing: is that one's finally dropped to low enough hit points
Mhm.
where Wild Bill jumps back, rears at its neck, and just snaps
Yeah.
the head clean off of it.
Wild Bill! Yes, Wild Bill!
This is one of the best thing these are for. They will take a downed vampire and decapitate it.
Okay. So she's like, okay, the puppy's got that one. And can she have a clean shot at the other one the terror's dealing with? Or
Absolutely.
okay. And she'll go help that one. And try to. 10.
All right. That's not gonna hit, unfortunately. The second bolt of electricity goes flying over the quarry, clear past the secondary vampire as it uses its speed to get out of the way.
Okay.
All right. So that one, okay. That secondary vampire is going to swing at the terror and miss. The terror easily parrying its claw attacks with her massive scythe. The vampire intelligence flying up is now in a like fiery death spiral, clutching a dragon that is on fire. They're tearing at each other, and there is some blood all around.
It's
Now-
very like Bullrock-esque. Like
Yes,
Gandalf and Bullrock.
except if Gandalf was all dragon.
Yeah.
And then Casey is going to go directly for Harkins. Let's
Yeah,
Do
you
it.
are.
Yeah.
shit
Come
she can
on.
do.
This is a
Let's
shit
do
show we've
this
all been
thing.
waiting for. Do your thing, Harkins.
I don't have much more of a thing to do. I mean,
Continually shoot her. That's all you can do.
yeah, that's really what I do.
Why
I do
wouldn't
it
you
well.
just miss them?
Jover
Oh,
can
there we
see
go.
her now.
She doesn't think mind control would work on you.
That's probably correct.
Yep. Oh, pheromones. Not in this form, though. Doesn't have the pheromones.
Hmm.
Cannot control you. Where's the psionics?
Counter spell. No, I'm kidding.
Let's see.
That'll be a no-go.
Does not have super telekinesis. Good to
Oh
know.
no.
And she does not know magic, unfortunately.
Honey, what you got? What you got? You got
Oh.
teeth? You got
She's got
fangs?
something. She jumps directly onto you
Yeah, bring it. Mm-mm-mm.
and is going to
She's
try
two-timing
to tear at your
Jack.
throat.
So I'm in full environmental body armor?
Yeah,
Just-
so it's going to hit your armor.
Yeah. Okay, just checking.
She's two-timing
But
Jack.
she's
I
going to
don't know
make
how
a
I feel
cold
about this.
shot at your headpiece.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish you luck.
Oh boy, that's a number. All right. So, +6. 25.
I mean, I'm not even gonna try and dodge it. Seems not worth it.
Okay. How much? What's her strength? Oh boy.
Woo boy.
I need to just roll 2d6 real quick.
All right.
Eight, that's not too bad. Let me look up the damage for supernatural strength on a 30. Yeah, 30. Right here.
All right. Well, excuse me for living.
That's what she's trying to do. Let's see. Supernatural strength 30 deals 3d6 on a full strength punch plus her 2d6 claws, so 5d6.
All right. Well, she already rolled 2 of those, right?
No, that was rolling for her strength.
Oh. Okay, so 5d6. Mathematically, okay, yeah. She,
18.
She gets a mouthful of metal.
Yeah.
Yes, she tears into it, using up 2 attacks to do that.
And that goes to my helmet, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and she's gonna do it again.
She better have a
I
good
may-
dental
I
plan.
may right? Jeez. Especially because she gets a +6 on her cold shot, of all things. All
Well,
right.
cold shots, that's true. It would be a +3. It's a 5. The second time, she bites into and breaks a fang off, which
Yes!
immediately starts to dust.
Yeah.
She looks absolutely feral at this point. If it weren't for her growth of size and her absolute fervor, you'd think she was just a crazed wild vampire. But she is infuriated. All right, hello, hanging out in the tunnel.
I will say to her, you should have given up while the giving's good.
Just snarls.
Good response. Good response.
Yeah,
Appropriate.
snarls. She's just, a claw comes across your chest plate doing no damage because it's not a real attack. But
Ooh,
just
tingly.
as kind of a response.
Yeah.
All right, hello. Now, here's the thing. You've put yourself in an extremely good defensive position, and I'm sorry I couldn't figure out some way to get like more action to you, but it seems
No.
like you've.
Yeah, I'm happy here.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
making
no,
sure.
Hello does not want to be in this battle at all whatsoever. So,
All right.
yeah. I'm actually looking at I've got
I think you have minor
telemechanics.
TK. Do you have super telekinesis? I forget. Super telekinesis does a lot more.
I'm trying to see if I can rebuild the wall that was broken down, like the little hole.
I mean,
Why do we build the wall?
you do have arms.
That's also true. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start like putting rocks back into the hole.
Okay. All right, you start reassembling the wall.
Yep.
All right, be good, chat. Everybody be cool, chat. All right.
And I'm gonna if Jovra looks over at the screen, it's black at this point. There's no facial expression. She's just
focused, conserving energy. All right, Iola, you can see Casey literally on Harkins.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the bitch with the sun gun because it won't hurt Harkins.
It certainly won't. Well, Harkins, let me. Your field doesn't extend around you, does it? It's just personal. I believe it's just personal.
Well, it's just sun gun though.
I know, but he's got a thing.
Oh, you want me to? Let me see. I think it's just transform mega damage directed at them into STC hit point blasts. I don't even know how I do it. It could be a unique aura or some unconscious fear response that reaches out and alters energy a microsecond before it hits him.
Gotcha.
This is an automatic reflex response beyond the Side Slinger's control.
Now, the good thing is it wouldn't protect her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, you do still have that globe of daylight? She doesn't seem to care about it at all.
Yeah.
Globe of daylight does not work on master vampires. All
because
right,
they're
go
master
for it.
vampire.
If you want to shoot at her, go for it. 16. Yeah, she's not really going to dodge.
Okay, so first I want to say you're one ugly bitch. I can't wait to tell Jack how ugly you are.
Y'all been duped. Been catfish.
Again.
All right, she is still fighting.
That's a crit.
That is a crit, so roll double damage on that. As you wail into the back of her, you can see inside.
You want me to roll twice or am I just doubling it?
Double it.
Okay, 18.
Whichever's better. I don't care. It's about, yeah, perfect.
Oh no, it's better if I roll twice, but whatever.
All right, so I'll take the roll twice.
Nice.
53.
You are benevolent.
All right, 153.
Is she dead yet?
No, but she's below
God
0
damn
hit
it.
points, but not done fighting. I don't know why they do it in this system, but she can fight to a negative number that is quite high. But you can now see, you have basically exposed her ribcage, and you can see inside of her ribcage is a quickly pulsing black orb in roughly the shape of a shriveled heart.
Aww.
Street continues his air battle. Jericho Jack continues
Still
cursing. Just a stream of vulgarities that Hello has never heard before.
Yep.
Several that he's made up just now. The Terror. Let's see if the Terror can do this. Yep, the Terror Sparta kicks one of the secondary vampire, which can actually fly, but actually she wouldn't Sparta kick. She runs up, both legs into it, and flies down with it into the ground in the middle of the pit, and right in front of Jovra. She's put this other vampire directly in Jovra's reach. Two of the zombies start piling on to hold it down. You don't think they're going to do much, but they're going to try to keep it in one place for you. All right.
How sweet of them.
Jovra.
Quick question. Can I see Casey from where I am?
Yes. Harkins was not that far from the edge of the quarry. So Casey is in physical combat with Harkins. You can see her.
Okay, because, looking up.
Yeah.
how far away is
100 feet.
Oh, really? So if she looks up, it's 100 feet?
Sure.
So she can do before she knows there's that vampire right there, but she would like to do a desiccate the supernatural
All right.
since she can see.
Casey absolutely gets a save on this.
Yes.
I forgot what her bonus is.
Plus 23. You know it's
Nope.
plus 23.
Nope. I would not do that to you. Unless it's what was written in the book, and then I'd say it and be like, whoa!
That's really high. We need to fix that. But not today.
Okay. It's just a normal +3. And rolls a natural 20, unfortunately.
go.
But I believe you deal.
Half.
You still
Yeah,
deal
half
half
damage.
damage.
So it's 3d6 times 10.
Holy
Yep.
God!
So that's 90. So that would be
45.
45.
Yeah.
All right. So let me read this paragraph to you. Where did it go? Powers of the natural vampire. Nope. Up. Vampire reborn. Blah blah blah. Hit points. Reducing the vampire. Blah blah blah. When reduced to negative 41 hit points below 0, the master vampire seems dead. It can fight to negative 41.
It's ridiculous.
Seems dead.
Yeah, you did
Seems
45
dead.
when it was at 0.
Well then.
So,
Okay.
yep. You
Okay, so
life
they're-
blast the crap out of there.
All right. So I know they're up there and Harkins knows how to finish it. So I'm going to go over to the vampire that's there on the ground.
Yeah.
And hopefully hit it with my axe.
Go for it. It can't dodge.
Oh.
5. Unfortunately, the ground still exists.
And sometimes
and
you hit that instead of your target.
you accidentally just shatter one of the zombies, and the terror goes,
Yeah, I try again.
wasn't
know
one of
it's-
my good ones.
I know we 3 times. Gotta just try again real quick.
Yeah, go for it. All right, 17. That's more than enough. Roll that damage. 19 damage. That is enough to get the head off of it. It is decapitated. You'll need to light it on fire in a moment. But with
Yeah.
Casey being reduced down, we're just going to jump to Harkins real quick.
Yeah. So I have 2 questions before
Yes.
I do this. One, do I need to destroy the heart? I can't remember. Or do I just need to separate the head from the body and burn them both crispy?
Will continue to regenerate unless a wooden or silver stake is driven through the head and heart. Or
The
driven
head-
through the heart.
All right. So yeah, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, as we can see the heart,
Yep.
I'm just going to
Not
pull one of my
moving.
stakes off of my duster and into the heart.
As you do, the giant vampire intelligence that's right there, including, well, no, because all the other vampires have been toasted. The one that Jover just decapitated turns to dust.
Yeah.
Casey does not turn to dust yet, but she is impaled on a stake, and basically all you need to do is light it on fire.
Yeah. I'm going to rip her head off.
Yeah.
Okay. Just with my hands, if I can.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes.
Ugh. And then I'm gonna punt her
Wait.
head.
What's your
What?
strength?
Not like super high.
Isn't it like 6?
No, it's 10.
Okay, so that's enough. Yeah, you can basically pull the head off.
All
My
right.
strength is 6.
I
Okay,
would like
knew
I
someone
would
had
like to
low.
punt her head down to Jovra and yell down, "You do the honors on that part. I'll do the honors on this part." And then I'll start preparing to light the body itself on fire.
Yeah, you pull out basically a flamethrower, a
Yeah.
Can I
little
just-
mini torch.
Can I just burn it since I'm there?
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
be a part of
Yeah,
this?
have Iola
Is that
do
okay,
it.
Harkins?
Yeah, if you want to have a hand.
I have fire magic, so can I just fire magic her?
Absolutely.
All right.
So you light that part on fire.
You pull out a
Jover, do you do the
flamethrower.
same?
I am a flame torch.
what?
You
What now?
also, Jover, do you light the head on
Yes.
fire?
Yes.
You basically Yorick the skull as you cast a flame spell in your hand, and just it lights up like kindling, like wood that's been dried for 100 years. As the giant vampire intelligence just starts to scream, and then just parts of the scream start disappearing in like waves as it gets sucked out of this dimension and back to wherever the hell it came from.
I mean, Street didn't completely kill it.
No, you have no, like, vampire intelligence familiars are tougher than the master vampire.
Oh, yeah, I would know that.
So-
Jova would know that. Michelle didn't, but
Yeah.
Jova would know that.
It's not a thing that most people know exist.
Yeah, Jova.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right. And with that, as the fires burn, we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Mwah.
Please hold while I find the messages. There they are. All right, we'll be right back.
Yep, messages.
Bye.
Yay, messages! Thanks so much
Stay
for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot, your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware, it's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
everybody. Welcome back. So the group has just finished the fight with Master Vampire and Vampire Intelligent Familiar, known as Casey to the group, and has freed Jack from the slow bite process.
Yeah.
Jack, as Hello can see, Jack has slumped unconscious in the middle of the protection from a dead circle that he was placed in.
It's the slow bite
Yeah.
that kills.
To that, she would 100, like, if she heard it, like, heard the thump, she would be and turn around, and go straight to him.
Yep.
To check on him.
All right. Do you have any first aid skills?
I actually think I do. I'm pretty sure. Because I know that was one of the things. Let me see. Skills. Should hope we do. Basic. History, sign language.
Been a while since I looked at the sheet.
Yeah. Math, physics. Don't
Nope.
think I
First
do.
aid. There, it's all the way under secondary. Scroll down.
Jover has
secondary.
it.
I
She
see.
can help.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Well,
Good.
yeah. So just give me the quick first aid.
Mhm.
All right. No success. So Jack's
Okay.
down. He has a pulse. But in order to get any closer to him and tell what's going on, you'd have to break the circle.
I will
We
go
should
ahead
let the
and.
Yeah.
terror do that.
Does everyone? It seems.
Yeah, I'll let everybody know that Jack has seemed to have fallen unconscious. Please tell me that you are finished up top.
Yeah, she's dead.
The dragon that is Street just lands on the ground in a big pile of dust, and a very beat up, bruised looking, completely oiled, brawny guy wearing cargo shorts comes out of that cloud, coughs up a little. He's like, "Oh, that was worse than I expected."
You
And
did.
the terror sits back on her throne, and the throne reforms, and the terror hops down off of the giant pod that she uses to carry the zombies, and she walks over. She's like, she taps on the energy field real quick, like tap tap. Whose field is this?
Probably gone by now if it's been a couple minutes. It only sits up for like a few minutes, right?
Okay, then it goes away, and she comes over to him and is like, "Well, he's not dead."
He will recover.
He probably just needs a day or two of sleep. The shock of the killing the connected master vampire is probably going to do something to his brain.
It certainly won't make it any better, but he'll be back with us. I'm still on top of the rim. I'm looking for salvage.
All right, up there you see 2 C20 Dragonfire rifles.
Okay.
Let's see, what did the other guy have? Oh, he was Canadian. That's right. There it is. The Psy Stalker had something called the Q210. He had a Q102 stopper ion pistol on him.
All right.
And he had 3 vibro knives.
All right.
I'm trying to think what else they would have had. Let's see, he also had 500 credits on him in cred chips.
Not bad.
And he has a woven hair bracelet, which has strands of silver and gold in it.
All
It
right.
seems strange.
Awkward.
It feels a little crusty too. On the ground, there was a JA-11 pulse rifle. Well, let me look up that one because that was quite specific. The thing that the one goblin shot at Zarsig with was a very specific gun. It was a juicer assassin rifle. Let me look up my juicer weapons.
And we've also got a Samus railgun.
A Coalition Samus railgun from a old style.
You call it juice or what? I'm just.
It is a JA-12 laser rifle. That's a hell of a gun.
Doink. Okay. I just put them on our thing so we remember.
The JA-12 has a short clip. You might want to know. There are options with a longer clip, but it makes the gun heavier and harder. You also find you'd have to look among the corpses. Which
Ayla will definitely do that. She does not care.
true. Battlefield scavenger and whatnot.
Mhm.
Some of them stand up and start taking off. Some of the corpses stand up and start taking parts and bits off of other corpses and laying them next to them.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
As the terrorist just no, that's barely a femur. And any goods and stuff they just pile. So you find a bunch of pulse, just L20 laser pistols. You find about 7 of those. And some of them just had shards of metal that they turned into vibros, or that they turned into magic swords using their own personal magic, so they didn't actually have much on them.
That's fine.
But yeah, you do find that CS. Let me look up the thing on that. There it is. The Coalition Samus railgun.
Yep.
Is not widely used Coalition arm, but has been extensively duplicated by knockoff manufacturers.
Sure.
Market cost on that is 110,000 credits.
All right.
Yep. Huh. And it weighs 92 pounds.
Okay.
With a power pack of 60 pounds, and one ammo belt is 30 pounds. Yeah.
Find any armor?
The 2 chest plates, the Coalition chest plates, but they are, standard size.
That's fine.
Part of the problem for your armor, which got broken, is it kind of has to be customed.
Yep.
Which, given time in a workshop, you could do, but not right now.
Yep.
But yeah, you do find 2 Coalition chest plates.
And her armor, right?
Yeah, she also had a Coalition Samus chest plate. Which I can look up later.
Maybe we can give
Okay.
Hello some of these things.
Yeah.
Tech on some armor. So Jover wants to talk to Street. When everyone's kind of doing that, maybe possibly like a side or something.
Yeah. Street has no interest in any of this. He's looking a little beat up, just sits down, he walks over to the giant pod and pulls out a cooler. And takes the cooler, walks away from the giant corpse pod, and sits down, opens it, and inside is a bunch of beers and nightmare fuel. And he sits down and cracks open a nightmare fuel.
Street,
Yeah.
it was an honor to fight with you today.
Yeah, your group did great. Good job, everybody. I didn't expect the intelligence. Damn.
I don't know if you know that I you know that I'm an Atlantean
I know.
and you know my clan.
Yeah. I mean, I heard you. I've never met one of you before, but yeah. It's cool to see you still around.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really don't know how to find this person. I was told that I needed to be very quiet about asking around Morgtown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to know a Draga Coombs?
I mean, we're not friendly. But yeah. Let me look up the thing. I mean, he teaches at the college, but I don't really. It's like if you deal with him, he's gonna push. He pushes. He's a pusher. Any inch he gives is because he's gonna ask for a mile later. He's old. He's much older than me. I mean, he's dangerous. But he loves money. It's a little cliche, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with what goes on down in Memphis. I met Colonel Parker.
I've never been there. I don't know who that is.
Not someone exactly like you, but
I
can't
doubt
see.
exactly like me.
No. Let's just say they can't see him either, only if you can.
That's the thing when you know. You know. Of course, I didn't mean to. If it wasn't for the big thing, I would have kept it quiet too, but God, those things are big.
Yes, but again, thank you for your help. You went above and beyond.
I always love a chance to tussle with some undead.
Is there anything that we or I can do for you?
Just keep the good word out there. Just keep it true to yourself. And if anyone ever asks you about the Crimson Terror or the Red Terror, no. You know that they can handle it. When we see kind of tyranny, that's what gets us all riled up. We're not going to stand for that kind of tyranny if we can do something about it. But right now we're just trying to keep as much of this city safe as we can. And that's a full-time job in its own.
I can only imagine. So this Draga individual.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't know. People have value and such, but we have fought together.
Yeah.
And in my society, that means there's a trust. And would you even suggest I go meet this individual?
I mean, the two of us are never going to get along. But likes to eat at the Oasis. Which is weird, but if you want to meet him, probably gonna has dinner at least twice a week at the Oasis.
Okay. Well,
I can't tell you where your life's gonna take you, but I know my path. My path doesn't go there. I don't know what yours does.
thank you.
All right, everybody, yeah. And he starts going into like pointing at people and saying good job in 1,000 different ways mode. Yep.
All right, let's round up and get out of here, yeah?
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Jack and just kind of cradle hold him.
The Terror says you can put him on top of the pod.
Very well.
Place him on top of the pod next to her bone throne as her hover pod slowly makes its way back towards town.
Thank you for the raid, Chromatic Chimera. Chimera? Who's
Welcome,
that?
welcome.
Thank you,
I,
thank
I
you.
imagine the McFly is kind of packed full of stuff.
Yeah, the McFly has 500 pounds of guns in it right now.
Okay.
Not 500, but 300 pounds of guns in it right now.
How far are we driving?
Well, it's only like 2 miles back to Merktown.
Okay.
So welcome, Raiders. You just missed the aftermath of a giant battle versus vampires and a alien intelligence, in
Dun,
which a dragon
dun.
wrestled a giant bat. Let's see, and a bunch of cool things happened. All right, so now we're going back to town.
I-
Also on the woman, you would have found, let's just say, $3,000 in jewelry.
Okay. 3K in jewelry.
She was fancy.
Fancy. All
Like
right.
the pretties.
Hello would be using her ability to drive, but not actually be like in the driving area. Once she gets it start up, she would make her way to the group. I would like to talk to you all, if you have a moment.
Of course.
What's on your mind?
I have been thinking. What happened to Jack? His mind was taken from him and he was someone else.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
that is correct.
I mean, mostly.
I know that I have been not as forthcoming into what has happened to me when I leave. I believe it is time for me to be so outright in saying I am afraid for me.
What are you trying to say, Hello? When you up and disappear, you are what?
Just as we are trying to bring Jack back, I believe when I come here, I am not returning, but leaving.
So,
This is not me.
Are you saying that you think you have a different form someplace else?
I have been gone a number of times now from this world.
yeah.
Each time I am found in a laboratory of sorts. And there is someone who is sad for me, I think.
So, wherever you are, you're just riding the snot monster.
Yes,
Alright. So, we live in a world where anything's possible. Do you happen to have an idea of where you go to? So perhaps we could go find it.
there are words and places and people that I remember, but they are all jumbled.
Well, Aula, Jover, what do you think about all this?
she's a goo monster. I assumed it was something weird.
I mean, sure.
I think goo monster is appropriate. More of a ecto substance.
Fair, you're right. It's not a monster. You're not a monster, Hello.
You're not a monster. You're also not a
No.
snot
Oh.
beast.
For some of us, we can separate some call it a soul, others consciousness or energy from a physical vessel. And perhaps Hello has become separated from perhaps her original vessel, and whose consciousness has found solace and comfort and protection in this substance.
So let me ask you something, Hello, because I probably agree with that. It seems as likely as anything else. Is this information you would like to know more about? Do you want to dig into this other place? Or are you just giving us a piece of information so that we have context?
Like Jack, I would like to become whole.
Jack doesn't want to become whole. What are you talking about?
He seemed
Jack
upset when
is a
he
hoe.
found out his mind was, as he put it, fucked with.
Well,
That is
most people.
true.
Okay, so I will not get into the philosophical differences between Jack having his mind fucked with by a vampire and you apparently traveling across time and space to inhabit green stuff. Those seem wildly divergent in my mind. However, you would like to be made whole. So, do we think we should spend some time attempting to make that happen for you?
If it will not take up too much of your time. If so, then I will follow by myself, if you do not mind, to keep my body intact, though there is no guarantee I will return.
Did anybody understand that last part? I didn't
The
understand
next time she goes, keep her body intact, but there's no guarantee she'll return.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, what do you all think? I think despite your obsession with certain forms of music and forcing us all to listen to them, you have been a valuable part of this team, and in some ways I think there's a very good person beneath all of that, and I would not mind helping, but I want to know what Owl and Jover think.
I think we should go home and find out what we can.
Go home. Go back to the castle?
Yeah, home.
All I know is there is someone that I am unsure whether I feel safe around my body, and someone that I feel cares for me, and I want to know why.
I would want to help you, Hello.
I mean, if there's any way to start researching, it's back at the castle, that's for sure.
Hello and I have discussed this, and I have done some preliminary work. My notes are somewhere, given the battle, and some other things I've been thinking about, but we could, of course, start to really actively figure this out.
Yeah, I think that's...
These are the names that I know. And I'll go ahead and put on my screen like Nema and the Freedom Research and stuff like that. Just kind of like bullet pointed words going down.
Would any of us
under
be able
like
to
the names of people?
Would any of us be able to make a roll when Nema comes up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is common
But they're all
knowledge about Nema,
categorized.
and then there's history knowledge about Nema.
Mhm.
Okay.
Harkins, I don't think you're gonna know.
Would I have the common knowledge stuff?
Everyone. Well, yeah.
I would also put stuff like Georgia and the car and stuff in Georgia and whatnot.
All right, so
Joe,
what the people who have heard of Nema is that it used to be, they were the ones that kind of were the first wave against the darkness back when the world was destroyed. And some people see them as alien heroes. Some people see them as like divine beings that interceded.
Are they around anymore?
No.
Or
There's
okay.
no such thing as Nema currently. No one knows what the Nemans were. But I think you might have uncovered a thing or two on your own in previous episodes.
I remember having notes about things that I took.
There's Freedom Station,
Yeah.
the Asmanoff Belt.
Azimuth Belt,
Yeah.
which is a real thing. That's
And Georgia, like the old American state.
I think the sign said a very specific town of a name.
Atlanta.
I think there was a different one.
Leaving L.I. Georgia?
Ella J.
Yeah, that one.
Well, it does.
There's
Oh,
also
the-
Lindsay Sterling. I believe
Yeah.
she's a pilot, Lindsay Sterling, which happened to also be a friend of mine.
Oh yeah,
So
because
proud of this.
Jover found out that
Yeah.
the pick of the Nema building was in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what she found out.
Yes.
And
Well-
also, the glitter boys weren't glitter boys. I wasn't calling them glitter boys either.
No.
What were you calling them?
Chromium guards.
Yeah.
So, if I may,
Yes.
well, I feel like we have two options in front of us. That we have enough to go on to head to with the ruins of Atlanta or to this J place, and perhaps we'll find something. You know, you had a picture of what the place used to look like. Then we have a pretty good starting spot. Do we need to go back to the castle?
I believe that our number one priority at this point is bringing Jack back.
He'll
Once
wake
he
up in
is
a few
back-
days. He'll be fine. It's not a priority. Trust me. His mind is just recovering from what's little of a mind he has. Is just recovering from being taken over by a vampire.
Shouldn't we ask him as well if this is a task he would like to undergo?
I can tell you how the conversation will go. Is there any money in it for us? Well, no, but Hello needs help. Yeah, we're gonna get paid? Well, no, but it's at like a research station or something. There's probably some guns there. Oh, okay. Let's go get some fucking guns. That's how that conversation will go.
That is unnervingly accurate.
And if we actually get some extra weapons, I know Cassidy has this rifle for him, and if he wakes up and we have toys for him, then I'm sure that will preoccupy him as well.
Thank you.
But we do need to figure out what we want to do with all of these things, and I know there are some things that I don't know if we really should be standing out in the quarry when I
No, yeah.
want to.
I think
No,
we
I
should-
No,
assumed
you
we
guys
were
are
on our
moving
way
back
back.
towards town.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
assumed
yeah,
we
we're in the
Yeah, there's things on the
Vehicle.
comms that I need to talk about, but I don't want to do them on comms.
understandable.
Can we just
Thank
assume we
you.
got back and can have this
Yeah.
the rest of this conversation? Okay.
Yes. The Terror and the Street say, "Good job, great work. Thank you for the money. You're welcome as well." And the Terror says, "Yeah, it was fun. Bye." Just walks.
Does Wild Bill say goodbye to her? Because she's really
Wild Bill-
enamored of Wild Bill.
Wild Bill kind of like, as she starts to walk away, runs up and starts like nuzzling her boot,
Oh.
and then she
Aw.
like looks at it, leans down, and gives him the little snuggly face.
Dude,
and, like,
Yeah.
puts her head against it.
Oh!
And there's a little bit of like pale white makeup on
Buffalo.
Wild Bill's nose now.
That's
Oh. Yeah, it's a black lipstick, like.
So you can make your way back to a bar or the Quiet Inn, the Quiet Warrior Inn,
I'm
or
gonna stay at the Quiet Warrior. The bar sucks compared
Yeah,
to
the
this
boss.
place.
Yeah,
you all
yes,
should stay
it's-
with me at the Nas place.
It's
yes,
so
the
much
quiet-
nicer.
Nice
it's
place.
more expensive.
Don't
Yeah,
care.
but we have 500 credits that we didn't have before.
Easily, yeah. Plus a whole bunch of gear, which you can sort through later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, what is this other thing you wanted to talk about?
Well, I don't know what you know about Atlanteans.
I
I
will
could
just
wager.
sits back and gets comfortable.
I could wager a guess they're not from Atlanta, Georgia.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
So this tattoo with the heart and the stake, this is something that we all get when we're very young, because let's just say we have a long history with vampires and we know about vampires and all this type of things. Some of us, of course, become warriors of different sorts. And well, in our society, good deeds and accomplishments is what is recognized. And you take the name of the more prominent family. It doesn't matter if it's the mother or father or whatever, it's the more prominent family. And what gets me is that this vampire, I don't know if just stupid or did not do homework very well, or for some reason thought Harkins, you are a trained vampire hunter and I am an Atlantean. Like, why would she ever think we
Did
would
she-
work?
Did she know that?
I know.
Because if she
That
didn't
would-
know that,
Probably not.
then the hubris would get in the way. And even if she thought it was a trained vampire hunter, one trained vampire hunter, as we saw, is not enough to take down a master vampire. Even with 3 or 4 friends, it took the whole of us, and I'm going to need to repair my armor because it's got like hunks ripped out of it, and like yeah.
There's
Uh,
still like giant tooth marks scraping
Yeah.
across.
So there's a lot of
yes.
egotism in master vampires as well, as you know. So
Yes,
I think probably it was bad luck on her part.
very much. Well, I come from a larger family. I'm part of the Nala family.
All right.
And the family is mostly warriors. A big chunk of the main line, again, like, because when you're a big family, of course, you get like the outer branches, and I'm part of like an outer branch. They are what's called in our society undead slayers.
Harkins, you've worked with one of these in Reed's Rangers.
Yeah, I'm
They
aware
are
of these.
deadly and ruthless.
Very effective. I was very impressed.
So I'm like, as I've heard in learning the phrases, black sheep of my family.
Sure.
I am a grand disappointment. It's easier for me to tell people my mother is dead because there's just nothing there.
I have heard the term rainbow sheep, if you would prefer that.
We'll put a pin in that. So I took a chance because of like this wanting to know more and bigger picture of things, and I took a chance to just call home, basically. Any piece of information. They rarely talk to me, but for some reason, when I contacted them, my cousin Talus, who's one of the few people who talked to me because he's a family gossip, I don't know what I've done, but for some reason, I'm not as a disappointment now as I have been, but I do not know what. Well, I told him about the Red King,
Yeah.
and I actually learned, like I said, it was an actual conversation that we had, which really perplexed me. So all I could really do was listen because I was shocked. My family, the undead slayer, apparently there's a lot of things that have been going on, and they were already aware of him. They moved him up their list, and I have been informed to stay away from the area for the next year.
Well, all right.
I did not mean to. I don't know if you were really looking forward to facing the Red King. I did not want to take a kill away from you. I do not know what type of. I have met hunters who like to,
If the problem's gonna be taken care of, that's all that really matters. To me, anyways. I don't need to be the one to do the killing if the killing gets done. And if you got a bunch of undead hunters after it, the killing's gonna get done.
So that's one half. The other half is when you were gone,
Yeah.
when you were pushed in time, and we fought a demon. So
All
my
right.
father, his father was killed by these demons, and he became he took a vow to find them and kill them, and then he thought he did, and that's during that peaceful time. It's when I was conceived and all that type of stuff. Anyway, there's a very difficult dimension to find. It's called Wormwood.
Stop. Okay. Harkins.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Dun dun dun. Stop. D20 time. Do 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 do.
Let's see. 9.
9.
Okay. There's a sudden shooting pain behind one of your eyes. Just like your brain just
Ooh.
really just hurts. And not a wall doesn't fall, but a crack appears. You see that demon face you saw before. And then you see the face with the large gap of energy in its mouth and eyes, with the energy flying away from it. And you see it looking at you. And your heart drops, and you feel like you've disappointed it. And you see the demon face again. It's a different demon face this time. And you're standing on something that's moving. And you look behind you, and you see what looks to be a 3-story tower made out of flesh, crawling along the skin of the world. And you snap back.
Ew.
Is it, just out of curiosity, so my mental image is correct, is it the same tower we had in the one shot?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, it would be a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But similar thing.
Okay. And how long did that take?
Less than a second.
Okay. I have a pretty high mental endurance. Can I not have shown anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Was your mental endurance above 15?
Yes.
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Wormwood, huh?
Yes, and my father died there, and one of his fellow warriors found me and gave me some of his items and such, and which is how I knew, like, I could, like, sense the frequency, if you will, of this wormwood. So here it's just like we fought like this. We have this demon incursion from Wormwood around
Hmm.
here. We just had an appearance of a vampire intelligence familiar, which I am going to have to call home about. If they'll take
No,
my
I
call.
don't think you need to because it was summoned by her.
I'm. I.
Those two things I do not believe are connected, unless you sense some connection between Casey and this demon incursion.
See, that's just it. Sometimes two things happen at once, and they're just two separate things.
Yeah.
But sometimes, so vampire intelligence don't like each other. Master vampires vie for position,
Yeah.
but vampires and demons don't like each other as well.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if they're at war with each other and we're just going to be caught in the crossfire, or if there's just Wormwood demons, the demon lord wants to just invade here, and then the vampire intelligence are just doing something over here. And even if they're not connected, we're still in the crossfire. So I don't, my family, the Nahlas, don't really deal with Wormwood. They don't really even know that part, not fully. But I'm my grandfather's. I'm too much like my grandfather, who, not a Nahla.
You,
So I
if
don't-
I may,
Yes.
you have a very different perspective on the world and all of its adjoining ones, apparently, than I ever will. I was born somewhere in the middle of nowhere, grew up in a small town. When I see a problem presented to me, when I see a wrong presented to me, I attempt to right it. Now, I have a depth of experience about vampires. And to me, this seems relatively in keeping with how master vampires work. I am concerned about looking for conspiracies where none exist, and that there would be demons near a major city with a lot of people with questionable moral certitude, to me is not surprising. That there would be vampires near a city like this is also not surprising to me. I think the connective tissue here is Merktown and not some larger conspiracy.
I know they said there was more than I knew that was going on. I just want everyone to just be aware. Yet that's why sometimes I don't communicate very well. That I believe in information, and that yes, it could be completely separate. But I want to keep the possibility open that it could be connected. Like I said, I am not like, oh, they have to be connected and this is some huge conspiracy. I just want to be aware of all the, there's a game called chess here, all the pieces
Yeah.
on the board. Yes?
Yeah, I think my question is, what the hell is the board you're talking about? Are they even playing the same game? We have no idea.
I know.
You have two pieces of information that may or may not have any relevance to each other, especially because Casey existed, I think we believe, before we knew anything about the demon, and wanted to take Jack, and wanted us to take out the Red King. Now, if there was some sort of demonic connection between her and these demons, do you not think that she would use those demons to go after the Red King and not a bunch of silly little mortals like us?
No, I'm not saying there's a connection between Casey and the demons. I'm thinking larger. I don't know if the demon lords are trying to wage war with the vampire intelligences, or they are wanting a war between the vampire intelligence and then taking advantage of that. I'm talking about like the larger things.
I
There
don't
was
know what those are. I do not know what it is you're talking about. I have seen a good deal of this one continent on this one planet, and that's about it. When you say the larger things, I gotta tell you, that has no meaning to me. if you
Only
could,
you get a ping on your communicator.
Okay.
It's from sorry.
Is it from Lily?
Name? Oh God, Lily Bravo.
Oh God, I'm such a jerk.
Says you still in town?
Send back, yeah.
Mm.
Sorry, I had to fight a vamp.
Happens.
And then I'll send back, where are you?
Where do you want to meet?
You want to come to me? And I'll give her the location. What is it?
The Quiet Warrior.
The Quiet Warrior.
Yeah. That's what it says. Is yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Be there in an hour. But this is all happening in text while the other two.
yeah. Jova,
I was
I
sending.
should. Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
I was sending a text to someone else at the same time, just so you know.
Okay.
Jova, I just do not understand what it is you are concerned about. It feels like you're talking up here, but there's no roots to the conversation. And without the roots, it's not going to get no nourishment in this for me. Because I don't know what the base, I don't understand what it is you're worried about.
It's like emperors fighting. And like we're dealing with it's almost like we're dealing with the kings, but the kings are ruled by an emperor. And then trying to figure out. I'm not very good at this. This is why my
Okay, so what Jovra is saying is that there are higher powers that are at work right now that we don't know and or see, and we probably should figure out what they are because it's going to fuck with this plane, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What evidence do you have of this? A demonic incursion? Do you know how many times rifts open up on this planet?
You don't understand. Finding wormwood.
I do not.
Yes, that's why she's asking you to trust her because she's been there.
Well, I just want to. It just seems like you saw some weird stuff. Like, because I don't understand what the concern is. You saw some weird stuff, and now you're worried that there are.
So when you killed demon here. All I know is that when we killed the demon here, it's going to a demon lord on world where it's going to be really pissed, and it's going to lose stature or momentum because the demon lords are. It's just. Yeah, I mean, it was here. It was shopping for things, experimenting on animals, making this weird possible army thing. It was doing business. And the fact that there was such a direct route for a while from this plane to Wormwood very much concerns me. Trying to find one Wormwood is like you have a yellow needle and all the yellow haystack things. It's difficult.
So what is it? What is it you want us to do? I'm willing to follow your lead on this because obviously it's disturbing to you. I just don't know what it is.
I wanted you to just be aware, right now.
All right. I just feel more confused, to be honest.
Oh gosh, see, this is
Because-
sometimes.
Also,
I'm
Harkins has an
sorry.
IQ of 9.
Yeah.
So
It is okay, Jovra.
putting
Words
connections
are
together is not
hard.
his thing.
We have two people who can't talk very well and someone who can't understand very well. This is not going to go over very
so
well.
I just think that what Jovra is asking us is to keep an eye out, right?
Yes.
And see what happens. But be
And I
Well-
think yeah.
That has been my modus of operation since
And I
I
think I
began
should
to
call.
run.
And I think I should call home again. That's
Alright.
what Jover would like to do. Is
All right. So that does take getting out of town over to a ley line, I believe.
Yeah.
And it is.
Well, she was able to do it from. Well, we're close enough to one that she was able to do that before.
All right. It's running a little late. We're running a little late, so let's save that for next time.
Sure.
And is there anything else you guys want to get done in Merktown?
I'm not leaving Jack's side.
Yeah. It'll
Like at
take
all.
Jack a day or two, and he's got something he needed to attend to in Merktown, but besides that.
Iola,
Okay.
you wanted.
Would Hello
Armor.
know what he wanted
I'll
to
figure
do?
that out.
No.
Okay.
I mean, he wanted to look up a guy who knows a guy.
Iola
Gotcha.
wants to deal with armor.
Easily done.
Text Cassidy, and let Lily Bravo down nicely as well as she can. That's her MO right now.
How does she let Lily down nicely?
I don't. I don't know. I was wondering if you wanted to RP that next week, or if you just want me to figure out how she does it.
I'll give you some time to think about that.
Okay.
But yeah. So I don't have I don't know, because that call's probably, the call always ends up going weird places. So I think we're gonna save that for next time, and we'll save Lily for next time. Hello did come up with some information which you guys could go and research if you want to, and you don't have to go back to Castle Refuge if you don't want to. So with that, the group is going to. There's a knock on the door, and outside is Lily Bravo, holding a bouquet of eclipse.
My God, I feel like an asshole. Jesus. All right.
And with that, she says,
I hate you so much, Kevin.
I brought you these.
Oh, you love him. Oh, you love him.
Dude,
This
that's
dating sim is getting some red red crystals.
She's like, hi everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
Let's go talk.
Go have fun, Iola.
As I'm carrying Jack in.
Oh,
She goes,
Jover's just going to be like, oh, she doesn't understand.
and with that, we end tonight's session on a awkward
Dream
note.
angst.
Like we always do, angsty awkward notes is how we end the.
All
Who
right,
needs
good work.
cliffhangers when we have angsty and awkward?
Good work, everybody. Go to level 5.
Yay!
Levels get slow around this time.
Like they haven't been slow enough. Episode 19 and level 1.
Yeah, and you'd need approximately 23,000 XP to get to level 5. So that's less, and you guys have been earning maybe 700 an episode?
Why do you gotta be that way? Why do you gotta be like that? And whose fault
Because
is
that's the way
that?
the math works in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping killing a master vampire would give us a level.
Subduing a major threat? Yeah, that definitely
There
is
you
a
go.
good bunch.
That was no biggie, really. On a
Yeah.
good day's work.
But yeah, good work, everybody. Good improvisation with the vampire stuff. A lot of fun there. And so we can wrap up the last scraggly bits of Merktown next time. And so yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. I wanted to give one last call out to our wonderful sponsors, Rue Inc.,
Woot woot.
Mistress of Maps, and TabletopLoot.com, and SoNerdware.com, and Roll20, the platform we use to keep track of our actions and whatnot.
And what?
All right. So let's go around and,
I'm 70% literate.
Yeah!
no, you're entirely literate. It's just you understand about 70% of books you read. Like War and Peace, you're like, eh. But, The Great Gatsby, you got that down.
I got that
All
down.
right. All right. So we're going to start with Jovra. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ely. You can find me on Twitter at Michelle Ely or in our Discord. Our Discord is amazing and it's a great safe place to hang out and geek out and all that type of stuff. I'm here, and then on Saturdays, we're coming back this Saturday. Everything goes really well. 7 p.m. Eastern, Stars Asunder. Come watch me, Fox, Capjack, Michi be Space Bastards.
Space
Wonderful.
bastard.
And then
Bastards of
I
space.
don't know if we were going to do this, but I wanted to do a favorite moment or
Sure.
something.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
Jovra, I guess if you learn more about her family, this probably will make sense. But Harkin's not like being like disappointed that Jovra kind of did the battle role in the battle the way she did, or like in everything. It's kind of weird the way Jovra is like, he doesn't want to like, oh, this is interesting. So yeah, and then the way that Harkins, the way you played it, Throck, I mean, because I know you are so much more intelligent than that. And being able, you have to be so smart to play someone who's just like, I don't get it.
He's not dumb. He's just he's not a person who puts the pieces together. He's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like how someone who likes to put pieces together is trying to talk to someone who's just doesn't. I think that was wonderful. That was a favorite moment.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. And Iola.
Hi, I'm Kate. You can find me at @MeAdMidair on the Twitters. I play in this awesome game with these great people, and on Friday nights in our D&D 5e with extra stuff, pirate game Blood and Shackles.
Yar.
It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fun stuff. Are we doing favorite things, or are we?
You
just
can if
hopping
you want,
around?
but you don't have to. You're under no obligation because a
just-
lot of this session was combat.
I love you and hate you at the same time, Kevin.
I know. I'm not gonna make
At
it
the
easy,
same
but
time.
I'm not
Good.
gonna.
You've
That's good.
got both best and worst moment now, Kevin.
It's so good. It's so good.
Well, thank you. All right. Hello.
Hello. My name is Maxine Bachman, also known as That Girl at That Place. You can find me pretty much anywhere and everywhere at That Girl at That Place, or on Instagram as Lady Skyburn. I'm also on TikTok and a bunch of other random tiny little sites. And also on the Threadwriters channel, doing a lot of their charity events, and every other Sunday on the Threadwriters, 4 to 7. We play Tomb of Annihilation, where I am a Russian Black Panther, because barbarians and all. But yeah, so I had so much fun tonight, like watching everybody cream those vampires. Beautiful. I'm also gonna give my favorite moment to Throck. Just after all of the ridiculousness of fighting vampires, you've got these two girls like, it's time for like emotion drop, and like it's time for word bomb, and here we go, and Harkin's like, well, I guess we're gonna go figure that out now.
I guess we have to talk now.
Yeah. We gotta do that thing now. Yeah, no, so that was just really cool. And I love how our group has gone from, I don't know you, I don't trust you, let's just keep our space, to we're a team now, and what we do together. And it hit me in the feels, guys. Hit me in the feels.
Kick me right in the feels.
Don't you unkick it, Kevin. Don't you unkick my feels.
No,
Kevin,
I won't
the
destroy the
unkicker of
trust
feels.
between members of the team. Yet.
Well, I mean, we've already had 2 people mind fucked, mainly just Jack. But like
He's the only one susceptible to it.
I mean, it's so much fun though.
Yeah. All right. So. All right. Up next is Harkins.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sean, also known as Throck, or Throck Plays on Twitter. I love this stuff with Iola tonight. I also like kicking the head down to Iola, or with Jovra, I'm sorry. Kicking the head down to Jovra, and then Iola being like, can I help kill the vampire too? And it was like a team effort, and I really enjoyed that. And also the roleplay stuff. I really do want to go check out the Nema stuff. Like, I'm chomping at the bit for all that, because I know what it is, but I totally want to check it out gaming-wise.
You know a little bit about what it is.
No, I mean, like, I've read most of the Rifts books.
Yeah.
But this is Kevin's
messed with
Rift
it.
books.
I understand, but so far we've been very canon, and I've enjoyed like running through, and it's been awesome. And that's what I'm saying. It's exciting for me to see a world that I've been reading about since I was 10, 11, something young. And where can you find me? Yeah, you can find me, of course, here on Tuesdays, and then on Wednesday nights, I'm in our kind of steampunk crime drama, Blades in the Dark, at 8 p.m. Eastern with Kevin. And then Friday with Kate, I run our D&D 5e Blood and Shackles game, which is just getting started. We're only getting into episode 3 this week. And so it's a great place to go if you haven't been, if you need a new campaign to watch, not a lot to catch up on. And it's all piratey, swashbuckly goodness. And then on, I'm in too much shit. On Saturdays at 3:45, I'm in our Mouse Guard game where we play tiny furry Mises in a world that is normal sized, and it's super cute and fun, and we're trying to figure out why bees are bad. Bad bees. And last but not least, I run a Shadowrun game over on Devil's Luck Gaming every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern called Emerald Knights and Neurospikes. And that's me. I do stuff. Yeah.
All the things.
Hey. So, thank you everybody. My name's Bisonic Kevin on the Twitter. I've been using it less, but I can always be found on the Discord pretty much. I check it habitually, and it's a problem. But
It is not a problem. It's
it's
nice
not a
to be able
problem.
to
I'm
get
fine.
you.
I don't need validation from a website. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine. So, you can find me tomorrow night running Blades in the Dark as Sparrow, the emotionally disconnected lurk.
It's such a good game, though.
I
Yeah,
need
it's a lot of
validation
fun.
from a website. I do.
I just need validation in general.
What if we just put a website that says, "Hey, you're doing pretty well,"
You're doing all
and
right.
just every now and then you could just click on it and go there?
It's
Oh,
like
you're
random
so valid.
validation generator.
You're so valid.
That thing about you, it's valid.
It's valid.
All right.
I need a random validation generator.
Hey, at least you're not a racist. Like,
But anyway, so thank you all. I love you all players. Great work. I'm so happy everybody's backstory is starting to fly together.
yes.
Kind of like
Yeah.
at each other, because a lot of it's not connected, but some of it's connected. But most of it's not connected. But making it connected might be more interesting. We'll see. So it won't be.
This is how a GM's brain works, right here.
Every time someone says a certain line, and then my brain just goes, "Oh, huh,
Interesting.
yep."
You
So,
are the emoji like this. That is you.
that is every picture of me in like college era is
Yep.
or drunk. All right. So thank you all for coming, and our wonderful sponsors for helping us put this channel together and
Yeah.
making it a great, equal, inclusive place for people to come and play games. So
Yeah.
and we're about to spread some of the love.
Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to We Are Nerdsmith, who is
Woot.
playing a game, but it doesn't say what. It just
They
says
tend to
tabletop.
run a little later than us, so there should
Yeah.
be a good amount of time on
Yeah,
left
yeah,
on
yeah.
that.
So everybody say bye and I love you as we head
Oh.
out for the raid. I'm using the new
Bye and I
dashboard,
love
so we
you.
might get cut off. And if I'm sorry, that happens sometimes. We'll see what happens. Oh no, we
Bye.
can raid in 10 seconds. All right, bye. We love you.
Yay! Bye! You guys are all
Bye.
amazing and we love you all. The hugs
Monster
and
of the
kisses
week.
feels.
They're doing Monster of the Week.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mwah! Keep
Okay, we're
kissing.
leaving. Bye.
Just keep kissing.
I think it raided.
Just keep
Yep.
kissing. Yep,
There's
we're
the
off.
All right, and.